Yo. Got the Whistle Podcast going on here. Welcome to the show. Got a good show for you tonight. His name, got one of the A1 barbers, man, in the city. My boy named Julius Right.
You already know. Y'all boys know who I am. What's
Yes,
good,
sir.
though, fam?
What's going on?
Ain't nothing, man. You tell me, man. I like what you're doing right now.
Yeah, man, we just, we had a little technical difficulties though, but it's easy. It's definitely easier to get in there this way, how we was doing it before.
Yeah.
But definitely happy to, it's a pleasure, man, having you on, man.
Man, that's what's up, man.
Yeah. So tell us a little about yourself, man, and your journey, man.
Oh, man, the journey been crazy, man. Much love to Orlando, man. Orlando definitely showed me love out here, man. But the journey was, man, basically like from the streets, you know what I'm saying? So I call myself the BarberTrapper, man. I came straight from the streets, straight into the industry, you know what I mean? It was either do or die in my situation, I'm from Lancaster, PA. I moved to Orlando like in 05, 06. I got shot 5 times in 06. When I went back to Pennsylvania, I was out here for a little, about in 05, like 7, 8 months, then I went back. I ended up getting shot, catching a big case, looking at a lot of time, and, I just got up out of that situation, and I moved back down here, and I was just like, yo, I got to do something, but it has to be something that kind of, embraced it the same way I was hustling, in the streets, but something positive. So I got into haircut, and I always knew how to cut. And I just felt like when I came to Orlando, I felt like I could bring this flavor of how we got our haircuts up there and bring it down here. And it was just nothing but trap ever since, man. Orlando showed me love. I've been grinding out here for 17 years, nonstop cutting hair, man. I done cut everybody. Done seen people go from, middle school to high school to college to the pros. I done seen, I done cut little kids, then they became rappers. So, it's all love out here, man. Love it out here. Mm-hmm.
I know, I was trying to, when I first met you, man, it was kind of, everybody was saying like, man, you gotta go check dude out over there, man, in the court, man.
Yeah.
I think somebody told me to call you. And I called you, and I was saying, like, maybe possibly coming in there, man, and get a chair, you know what I'm saying? So when I came through, I was like, this man got this thing together, and, it was straight love from straight one,
Yeah, man. It like the type of atmosphere I wanted to like bring together in the barber industry was just love. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the barbers that I had, I always, had a motto, we all eat together. You know what I'm saying? And that comes from like the streets. You know what I'm saying? As long as everybody eating, it ain't no animosity. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, like I always made it to where all my barbers ate. It ain't no I. Even with me, as when I used to cut hair in there, I was a barber. You know what I'm saying? I never was like, yeah, I'm the owner, or I do this, or do that. Nah, man, I'm just like, yo, I'm bugging out just like y'all. But at the end of the day, man, learn from my highs and learn from my lows. You know what I'm saying? And it's one particular barber named Poppy, Lil Poppy, man. Follow Lil Poppy on Instagram and Facebook and everything, man. He's really doing his thing, man. And I called Poppy when he was 16. I saw him on the porch on Instagram cutting hair, and I was like, damn, I could work with this kid. And then when I met him in person, I seen that he had a head on his shoulder. So follow him, man. He was one of my barbers, and right now he's just taking off on social media as a mentor for barbering and, all types of stuff. So follow him. And that's the type of love and the type of things that I like to see that's coming out of, people that, I connected with, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I like a lot of barbers, they fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? Because like, bro, like, let's get it together. How well we could get it together, let's get it. Like, okay, I could cut better, or you could cut better, and if you could, like, iron sharp iron, you know what I mean? So I ain't never had that crab in the bucket mentality. Not even when I was in the streets. Like, it ain't no fun of you eating by yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. You know what I mean?
So I mean, it seems like what you were saying, you deal with a lot of young guys that's coming in. Because I know when I
Yeah,
came in, it was a lot of young guys, and I was
yeah,
sitting there looking at it. I was like, man, this guy here, he gets it. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, man. It was just more of my past of me. Like I know what I took from the streets. I know what I took from my neighborhood, and although I'm not in my neighborhood I grew up in, but it's all the same. We all the same. So I always felt like, you know, get them while they're young. You know what I'm saying? No funny diddy shit, but you know what I'm saying. But like, get them while they're still grown, and try to like teach somebody on. It's not just about barbering. Like I never really like got at my barbers about barbering. Like you're gonna get better as long as you practice, but are you gonna be able to get your paperwork together? Are you gonna be able to turn this little section into a LLC and things of that nature? And like I said, Poppy, he was one of them, and the other barbers too. The other barbers is doing their thing too, but just Poppy stood out to me because he was so young. But that's just my way of giving back of what I took from what I'm saying, from my neighborhood and from the people. You know what I'm saying? So I can't give everybody I did something wrong to or sold drugs to, but I could change somebody's life by giving them an opportunity, and that's how I looked at it, and that's how I get the love, and that's how I keep growing and keep chasing my dreams and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I looked at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was always one thing I always like, told the young guys, I say, I can't help everybody, but I can definitely give you opportunity.
Yeah,
And
hell yeah,
opportunity. But when you give somebody opportunity, you basically giving them half your blessing.
yeah,
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
Yeah,
And a lot of times, I can even say myself, it kind of backfired on me though, but at the
mm-hmm,
same time, it always come back around when they see
mm-hmm,
you. They be
yeah,
like they put their head down and be
yeah,
like, dang coach, man, my bad, man.
mm-hmm,
You know, and
yeah,
it may come again, and it makes me want to help them. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same
yeah.
time, when you get the
They
opportunity, you got to make the best of it, bro.
But they ain't always gonna get it in the beginning, man. It was some barbers, I gave a lot of opportunities to, but hell, they gave me an opportunity when I first moved out here. I didn't have my license for like 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Into that, remember that big ass raid that they did with all the barbers? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Back
yeah,
around the time Trayvon Martin got killed, I was involved in that. So you know that pushed me to get my license, and then I didn't want to be a hypocrite, because I knew what I wanted to do once I got into this industry. Like I always wanted to like give back and teach these kids like don't make the same mistakes I made. You know what I'm saying? Because I just slid through the cracks. It's a lot of y'all that ain't gonna be here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And then at the same time, man, I always say same hustle, different product, and that's what I look at the barber industry. Like it's still like I'm in the street hustle mentality. Not saying that that's my professionalism because it's not, but just the mentality. Like yo, like the same things that I had to do in the street as far as like building my clientele and having that raw work, which is my haircuts. I had to have the same mentality in the industry. You know what I mean? So I tackled it like that, and from my perspective, I try to share them like, yo, it's no different from out there. So why you do want to be out there? You know what I'm saying? It's the same hustle. It might take a little longer, but you'll be able to appreciate it a little more and live to see another day. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I myself, before I went overseas, I was trying to, get myself together to go overseas to play ball and everything.
Yeah.
So it was just something like, me and my ex-wife at the time back in 93, 94.
Mm-hmm.
We was side to side. Hey, I can cut hair. You want to do nails? Hey, let's go
Uh,
ahead and get a business. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So, you know, she did her thing for 3 months because at the time, that's what it was. To be a nail tech. So I was like, hey, I'm at home watching the kids. Plus, I had a little part-time job at the center. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
obviously, we do our little hustle, man. I mean, people sit here and kind of want to vilify you for
Mm-hmm.
doing what you have to do, but then
Mm-hmm.
they'll say, well, regardless of by you being a man, you got to do what you got to do. So that comes along with it, and we always taking these chances, you know what I'm saying, to take care of our
Man,
family or even
I,
take care of ourselves, period.
I
You know.
always say, man, like there's no different than addiction with me when I was like selling drugs, and you had the addicts and you had the niggas like me that got the money. It was still the same addiction. What made me wake up is when I first moved out here when I was shot up. My daughter, she asked me for a bag of chips, and the chips was like $1 and some change, a family dollar. I only had 50 cents in my pocket, dog. So I was like, yo, I just had, cause I had a barbershop, clothing stores, and all that shit back home. You know what I'm saying? It's no cap. I was selling weight, doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? So when I lost everything, you know, I couldn't afford to buy my daughter some chips. So I was like,
Yeah.
damn, I was fighting that urge to go back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this ain't me. Like, I got to do something. I can't even buy my daughter a bag of chips. But my kid's brother was like, yo, you cut hair. And I was like, I don't want to fucking cut no hair. That's what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you had a barbershop. I ain't never cut hair in there. But anyway, long story short, came out here, started cutting hair, and I just tackled Orlando like I was out of town hustling. Like when I used to go out of town to different states, I just did it, but I did it with love. Like I ain't come out here like I'm from up north and literally like, man, I'm up here, man, respect where I'm at. These niggas out here get it in too. And I'm in Pine Hills, not to mention, you know what I'm saying? Like I just was a cool dude, man, and I just wanted to see people win, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to help, you know what I'm saying? It feels good to see other people winning, especially if you had a part of that. I don't understand why people don't like that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that
Yeah.
shit.
And another thing, when I met you, man, I said, I guess, I run into a lot of guys, a lot of people, man, they be in a certain position. They may have this and they have that. Obviously, you don't know the story. You don't know how they came about to get what they get. But some people just give a certain type of look at you like, oh, he got this or she got that. And then they kind of peg you to be this arrogant or, more than who you are. But it's
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I know you understand where I'm coming from with that, right? So it's like
Yeah.
when I came in the door, I just seen you for who you was, and I'm like, hey man, this guy, I just seen it. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
say this guy here, he got it together. You know what I'm talking about? And that's not even knowing you like that. And then, obviously seeing you on Facebook and how you post and stuff like that, with it'd be hilarious, man. So this guy here should be like one of these comedians, man, because he be.
Everybody be telling me that in the barbershops, like, nigga, do stand up. Nah, man, I just be trolling, man. I
Yeah,
was like, I ain't gonna hold you. Once they start paying, once I got like a first check on Facebook, I didn't even know how I got it. And then when I went in and started reading the analytics and what I had to do and all that, I still like, man, I'm gonna just say whatever, because when I'm talking positive, when I'm talking about barbering, when I'm talking about, you know, showing these young fellas or whoever, you know what I'm saying, a little light or the right way, you'll get 2 or 3 likes. But soon you start talking about, oh, women this or Trump this or whatever, some stupid shit go up. So I just was
yeah,
like, I'm gonna play with it a little bit, have a little fun while I'm on it. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
But at the end of the day, man, my message is, be who you are, bro. Like, and do you. Don't worry about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll never see me posting about anybody's business at all. Like, I don't care. Like, what you eat don't make me shit. Now, if we want to come together and make get some money and have fun, we could do that, man. Like, I ain't with the bullshit, man. That's how Orlando embraced me. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy
yeah,
thing that you said that I mean to cut you off, like, you don't know who you don't, when you meet somebody, you don't know who they are until you
mm-hmm,
start talking to them and stuff like that. Like when when I started opening it up to some of the people out here in Orlando, and they heard my story, they'd be like, bro, like, you don't even look or act like you went through that or you was doing
exactly,
that, or
exactly,
like you don't even look like you so weight, or you got shot up, or you was in shootouts or whatever in the streets, like, because I don't give that image. Like, bro,
yeah,
like, that shit ain't nothing to glorify. That's just my story. You
yeah,
understand what I'm saying? And when I remember it was a kid. He was 21 years old. He had no felonies, no nothing. But as he was coming to the shop getting his haircut, um, I seen the path he was going because I was
mm-hmm,
there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I was like, yo, what you got? He was like, man, I ain't got no felonies. I had to turn. I stopped cutting his hair, turn his ass around. Like, nigga, what the is you doing? You got a child right there, no felonies. Like, bro, you golden. You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying?
mm-hmm,
You probably carrying an illegal firearm when you could just go get a legal firearm. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, so long story short, man, that kid ended up going to barber school, bro. I remember I was driving down John Young by the Wawa, and I stopped at some barbershop because it was new, and I was promoting myself for when I was doing classes and shit. And he was in there cutting hair, and he came up to me like, bro, I took your advice. I was like, yo, that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
Like, a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? One person I went to a school to talk to, he was like, yo, I was in your house, because that's when, you know, I was, he was with a friend of my son's, and he was like, I used to cut the hair, and I seen you grow from when you was working at Barber King to cutting NFL players, He in school talking about, I'm in school because of you. I choked up on that, bro, grown ass man,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That shit was recently, too. That shit was probably like 6 months ago.
yeah.
Choked up. Like, hold on, man, let me step outside real quick. This shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the love right there. That's the payback for me. I don't want nothing for them. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I got two stories like that too, man. You
Yeah.
know, keep it real quick. Urban Simpson, right?
Nah. I have
Okay,
to see him.
he's definitely, y'all definitely on that level. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He did a lot of shows and contests and stuff like that, and ATL stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Actually, I used to go with his mom when I was coming up in high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how that. Hey, you know that post he
Yeah.
put up, right?
Yeah. I know he had a sharp ass
Yeah,
haircut,
that's
man.
dead ass true. That's dead ass true. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
seriously, man. It's like actually we're gonna jump on that right quick though.
Yeah.
But it's like I had when I used to cut all her nephew's hair and all that stuff like that, right? So I was cutting since high school. So what got me started was I just got tired of waiting on my homeboy because he used
Mm-hmm.
to cut everybody out,
Yeah.
right? In the gym, you know what I'm saying, in the weight room. So he used to have a line. So I'm thinking like, man, I'm the basketball star, nigga. I need to get mine right. You know, you like,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta stand in line just like everybody else. And to this day, man, we just like this. That's my best
Mm-hmm.
friend. He was always that person that kept me. I wasn't no bad guy, not like bad kid, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, he always say, man, you don't need that, man. You don't
Yeah.
need that, that gold, that chain, man. You don't need that gold in your mouth and all that, man. You bringing attention to yourself, you know. But
Yeah.
the other guy name is Scooby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see Scooby.
Mm-hmm.
Those two guys, that was the reason why they started cutting, you know. And like you
Yeah.
said, the guy came to you, man, and choked you up. Cause I'm thinking like, damn, I
Yeah.
wouldn't even
Like,
think because we
yeah.
all up in Ohio and I'm cutting everybody hair. I'm always sitting there asking me like how to do this, how to do that, and it's like, and then even think that years later them two guys became
It's,
what they are right now.
yeah, it's crazy, man. But like just seeing that touch. Like I always say, man, you change one person's life, you change the
Yeah,
generation.
yeah,
You know, you ain't gonna change everybody. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And I ain't trying to be Mr. Change. I'm me. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I'm not real. I'm me. However way
yeah,
you take it, that's how you take it. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm Julius Room, and I ain't trying to be nobody else. I'm not like I'm dope. Like I took my own horn a lot too. Like I'm a dope barber. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I don't have to be the only dope barber. There's a lot of dope barbers out here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
When I first moved out here though, what I did see and what made me go so hard was a lack of unity for the black barbers. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm,
saying? It
mm-hmm.
was like even in the barbershops I was at in Pine Hills, like I had to do different shit to stand out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? To because like when especially at Fat Albert, you know about Fat Albert,
yeah.
you
I
know
know
what I'm
about Fat
saying?
Albert. Yeah,
Like that shit was like a warfare in there, you know what I'm saying? But
I believe.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I
see,
believe.
like they didn't know where I came from, so like, bro, I came from this environment, so I know how to move around vultures. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
and that's how I slid through. Like I'm like, bro, like
I like how
yeah,
you put that. Moving
you
around
understand?
roaches, man. We all
Yeah,
had to do
so
that, bro.
we all had to do that. So it's
Yeah.
like I'm familiar with this. So like
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna intimidate me. Let's just get money, bro. I don't want your money. I hope you don't want mine. I don't care how many. And that's how I was. I never gave a fuck about how many people somebody cut. Just
Yeah.
like in the streets, I don't care about your money, bro. I just care about the money I got and what I could do for my family with my money. What I got is for me, nigga, not for you, or you. What you got for you is for you, and that's how I roll. Like I didn't even care if a client of mine sat in another barber's chair.
Oh man, that used to irk me.
You
Like,
know what I'm
man,
saying?
this if I'm not able to cut it, and if I'm in this barbershop, number one, if I'm in this barbershop, that means I'm in a barbershop where I'm around people that can cut. I
Yeah,
don't want
facts.
to, you know what I'm saying? You want to be. That's like me playing when I'm playing ball. I don't want to be. I'm gonna come out as the best because I feel I am, but
Mm-hmm.
I would like others around me good too. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
saying?
Hell yeah. And my whole thing was like, bro, as long as he don't leave the shop, he's gonna come back eventually. But if we fight over him or you or her or whatever, you know what I'm saying, pause, or if, you know, we get upset with each other over, like, ball ain't gonna come back, then the barbershop loses clientele. You might have got him this time, but if everything was right, he might come back next week and I might double back on him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's how I look at it. As long as the shit stay in the shop, I don't care who cut who. I'm gonna get mine regardless, bro.
I've
been selling drugs since I was 11 years old, bro. All I know is hustle, bro. I ain't never had a job ever in my life. I've been, bro. This is real rap stories. You know what I'm saying? I got locked up with an 8-ball when I was 12, bro. 12 years old. When my son turned 12, I was staring them down like, you could never. How in the hell did I survive at your age? Like, you're doing stuff that is weird, like not weird, but it's kid. And I wish I did, but I did that stuff too. But it was just different, bro. Like, I can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I understand totally what you're saying, bro.
That's just my story, bro. Like, this is no cat. We on live. It's gonna be family. Like, he lying or he's not lying. Like, this is like, they ain't gonna say I'm lying. I'm just saying that when they see this, they can be like, oh, he ain't capping. Like, I remember that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is documented. You know what I'm saying? So once I got into that environment, I knew how to move. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, your story is not for everybody unless you want to tell it, man.
And that's absolutely facts.
And people be like wondering what's going on because you know, like myself, I'm really, you know, a closed off person to myself. Mm-hmm. So people kind of get the misconception or perception that, oh, I'm mean or I'm this and that. I just about my business. A lot of times I just want people to just don't even bother me if you ain't trying to raise me up or you ain't trying to give me something to elevate or whatever like that. Not saying I can't have a conversation with you, but I'm just me like that, you know.
Yeah, facts, and that's all you got to be. And everything wasn't peaches and creams when I moved to Orlando. You know what I'm saying? As far as, like, you know, me personally grinding and facing my, you know, personal dilemmas and stuff like that, my mistakes, like, even though, like my barbershop that was in the Coley, you know, that shit was lit. But, you know, I went through a lot for that shop, and I made a lot of mistakes for that shop. And that's one of the reasons why the shop is not there. You know what I'm saying? So like, but I was always transparent with my barbers. I was always transparent with the barbers now. Like, look, you know, like Jordan missed a lot of shots. You know what I'm saying? More shots he missed than he made, but the ones that he made count. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you getting up and you wake up in the morning, bro, you still got a shot. You know what I'm saying? You still got a chance to score. You know what I mean? And you might brick, but you know what I mean? Like, bro, this
don't let it distract you. You know, hey, you got to believe in what you're doing. You know, you putting the practice in, you putting the time in, and that's what I want to talk about too. For is like going into the basketball stuff. You know, what you thinking about? You know, the stuff that's going on in college right now. You know, for as basketball, it's not really hitting basketball. You know, right now because it's not in right now. What's just coming in right now? But the football situation, man. You know, the NILs. You know, Florida State, which is my team. It is
horrible, man.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. You can't. Hey, man, listen.
I'm Penn State though, so
it blasted on Facebook, but it's like, listen, we 1-8. We're gonna probably be 1-9. It ain't nothing you can do. It ain't nothing you can say. You know what I mean? But at the same time, what you think about how things going on at Florida State?
As far as with Florida State.
Yeah,
bro, I had no clue, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on over there, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, who your team is?
My team, Penn State, but like I just started getting into
Penn State?
college. Okay. Yeah, I started getting into college. But as far as like the NIL, that's what you was talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as what they giving players money and stuff.
Yeah, it's like
I respect that, but I think sometimes though that could also take the hunger out of them as well. Like, but at the same time, like, you can't just keep using my name, making millions and millions of dollars, and we still calling home to our parents. And a lot of us, when we do go to college, we're going on a scholarship because we coming from shit. You understand what I'm saying? So we can't really call home. You know what I'm saying? Be like, send this, send that. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So them deals is definitely right, but I feel that at the same time that you're giving these kids all this money, you should also put something in where you can teach them about finances and management and stuff like that. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? Because you giving, you know, 17-year-old from, let's just silver star. No, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. You giving him $6.9 million, and you know we already know his background. You know what I'm saying? Like we just happy he made it because the shit was like there's no money management, and then you're gonna have so many people around him taking. So you could destroy somebody mentally before they even get to the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm for it though. Get all the money you can get.
We definitely needed it back then, you know. But you know, the NCAA they really was you know, really against it because they knew that this was going to happen like this. They knew it was going to happen like this. I mean, you got people when they say analytics, man. You got smart people out there that understand that action causes reaction, man. And sometimes that reaction, you know, that action would be good for you, but if you don't have, as to say, you know, like the kids, they don't have, or even the parents, they don't have the necessary know-how to deal with the money side of things, the business.
Yeah.
And that's why they say, you know, they put us as, you know, we don't understand business. But if you've been on these streets, what's the difference of being on the streets and being inside of a boardroom? You know what I mean? It's still the same.
It's still the same rules and regulations, but you definitely gotta still be street smart and be book smart. You know what I'm saying? But like I feel like, bro, I don't care if I got financial skills or no financial skills. If you're going to make money off of my name, I need paid, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'll learn later down the line, cause you know what I'm saying. But right now, you just made $175 million off of my name, and I'm calling my mama for some oodles and noodles.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I don't give a damn how much I know about money, bro. I need a check, cause you know what I'm saying. I'll figure this out later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or at least I'll be smart enough to hire somebody that can figure it out with me. You know what I'm saying? Teach me. But nah, let me get my coins now. But I respect that though.
So you play sports coming up?
Am I playing anything coming up?
I say you play sports coming up?
Hell yeah, bro. Basketball and football all day, bro.
Actually, give us the story, man. What happened?
Man. Oh man. Nah, I'm saying like it wasn't, bro, I'm gonna just keep it real, bro. Like everything I did I was good at, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I in middle school, you know what I'm saying? That's the last time I played ball because I kept on going to juvenile delinquents, the centers. But I was good, you know what I'm saying? Like if I would have kept with it. And even so, when I was balling, you know what I'm saying, in the streets and stuff like that, like it was a lot of old heads used to be like, man, I remember when I was like 16, 17, I came home from juvenile, and I was like 15, came home from juvenile, and I called myself like I'm about to get back to working, you know, playing ball, and you know, they were like, man, you could do it. And then when I came home from, I was like 22 when I came home from prison. They were having a little tournament down at this park where I'm from, and they had college people there. There was some people telling me to come out there, like you never know what might happen. Never went though, you know what I'm saying? So like, it was one of them things. I played football. I was a quarterback. That's why my son was a quarterback out here. But it was just the streets, bro. But I did manage to steal a scholarship. You feel me? Food ride scholarship, but it wasn't for basketball. It was for art. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, art.
Yeah, painting.
Yeah, that's why you good. That's what, man. You be doing some banging designs, bro. I mean, that's. I mean, I could do this. You know, my dad, he was a real good drawer, so that part went to my brother, and then the athleticism went to me. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? My brother can't do that, but halfway through a softball, man.
And I snatched that scholarship up when I was like 15, man. I came first place in the whole state of Pennsylvania. I fucked everybody up, you know what I'm saying? And man, I fucked that up too, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. Like I wouldn't go. That's one thing I don't live with regrets, but that's one thing that I wish that I never dropped out of, because only because of the reason I had. This back when pages was popping, I had got $1,000 sale. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was hustling, and I'm in the room. That was one reason, but it was a domino effect. I was already feeling like out of place because I was the only black kid there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm rawler than all of them, but they got me in this class where I got to do basic shit, and I'm like past that. So I wasn't in tune with the class. Then my pager, I want to be in the streets. I'm bored here. I don't even want to be here. Like I'm just doing this because it's making my dad happy. You feel what I'm saying? And not realizing that was the opportunity of a lifetime, and I blew that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good though. Bounce back.
Yeah. So what you think about the elephant in the room right now? It's kind of with the election and everything. It's kind of calm right now. It's kind of calm right now, man.
Listen, I was just keeping it a buck. Since Trump got elected, stocks been going crazy, right? And I got stocks. You know
yeah. That's what I did.
Yeah, listen, bro. Like last week, Bitcoin was like 70,000, bro. 7 days later, that shit 88. They predicting that shit to go to 90 and to 150. They got dumped. I just told my girl I took my savings and put it into stock, bro. And my shit, I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to. Should I take it out? Should I not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit is crazy. It's like the Dogecoin shit right now, bro, with Bitcoin, because Trump, to my knowledge, don't quote me on this, like he's pro crypto right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm pro Trump, or I'm not saying I'm not no political person, man. Whoever gonna make my household good, you know what I'm saying, and make this. I say it like this, bro. If you're on a plane, right, and they put over the announcement, oh, the pilot is KKK. If I don't know, you're supposed to say this or whatever. I don't give a damn who is he at this moment. Can he land this motherfucker, man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't care who he hate. I don't care what race he is. I don't care what religion he is. All I care is, can he land this plane? You understand what I'm saying? So guess what? Like, I don't like. Yes, it might affect. It probably will affect. But it's like I've been living my whole life like no matter who was the president. I feel like I'm still doing, like, still got to grind and still got to. You know what I'm saying? And I know he's talking about some crazy ass laws and stuff that will affect, like that frisk and search thing. I went through that in the 90s. You understand what I'm saying? Where they just jump out on you and start searching you for no reason. And what got me a little more, all right, fuck it. Stop talking about it. What got me bugging out is that these laws are gonna really like affect my kids, my teenagers. You know what I'm saying? All that friction search, because I know the rules. I'm not hothead no more. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not a teenager no more. Like, man, what are you doing? Get off me, man. Listen, man. Go ahead, search everything, bro. I ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get up, bro.
Hey, what you want, bro? Hey, bro. Hey. But the kids ain't like that, because I had an incident like that with my son one time. He was on curfew. They came to the house, but he's just like, man, I ain't gotta tell you. I'm like, man, like, bro, it's not gonna go well for you, and it's not gonna go well for me, because I'm not gonna let them do anything to you. So we just both fuck. You know what I'm saying? Just listen to him. So I'm more concerned about that. You know what I'm saying? More than anything. You know what I mean? But I know that certain people are gonna act more bolder, more and more ignorant. I know that because you're seeing it on social media now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what you think about Kamala? Her,
my opinion.
The way she went about the election, man, the tactics and everything, man. I just think that she just dug a hole for herself, man.
Barbershop talk, like, why would you have? Don't get it twisted, like Sexy Red and Megan's and all them. Their votes matter. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what. But like, you're not going to tell me, you're not going to be twerking on my campaign, showing pussy and all that. And they already looking at us like that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? They already looking at us like dance. That's all they do is dance, shake they. And then, to me, it didn't look good, because then they started digging up little pictures of her when she was going to parties and stuff like that in her younger days. And then it's like, what changed? She was going to parties then, and she got parties on the campaign now, and they're twerking and and
man, that White House would have been lit up, man.
Man, that White House would have been crazy. And then
that White House would have been lit up, man.
That White House would have been, bro. That would have
been. But think about it, right? You can't really, you know what I'm saying? When you have these conversations with certain people, you know, they be so much into the politics, and people understand politics is about money and power. It's not about the people. You know, it's capitalism. You know,
facts.
You know, poor gets rich. You know,
and that's just how it is. It's always been like that, bro.
It's always been like that.
We are employees. No matter how much money we get, no matter how much rich we are, we are employees. We're going to have to answer to Uncle Sam, bro, or the government or the elites or whatever the hell who's running this shit. We are assets to them. So, you know, especially black people, we're the number one consumers. Why would I give you businesses and stuff like that? We need you to spend your money. That's why they don't care about, you know, bro, we like liquid money, bro. Soon we get money, it goes through our hands. So
we the number one consumer of Mercedes Benz.
Yeah, but for what though? Like a Kia got the same shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's because for so long, and this is my philosophy, like so long they deprived us from wealth, they deprived us from money, they deprived us from, you know, fairness, you know, education, where, you know, I feel like if our grandparents and our parents had the education of finances and wealth and stuff like that, that it would have been able to trickle down. Like, you know, we don't know about leaving life insurance for our kids, because half of the time when I was growing up, when the life insurance people came to the door, my dad used to like tell my head. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can't even afford, we want to leave it's like, but we so far in the rat race that we can't even afford to take care of our family now and when we're fucking dead. You know what I'm saying? So but now in 2024 with, you know, technology, social media, you know, like I feel like if you're broke, it's because you're broke. There's too much money out here to be made. There's so many avenues now that you could get $1. It's all about what you do with that dollar. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. But I think the political election was just a big circus. It was just like, okay, I didn't really go on there to see. I went on there to see who was performing. You know what I'm saying? I went on there because I knew Megan was gonna clap, and I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why not? She's giving us a free show. Like, but as far as the politics and the policies and all that, I just was hearing what most of everybody else was hearing, and I always have my views don't change on politics. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It's just
I was, you know, people really like, you know, really expressing themselves and really like worried about the executive side of it, meaning the higher up of the politic, you know, pole. It's really, you know, if we're gonna try to make a difference, if we're gonna even put a dent in this situation, you got to be on that state and local, man, because anything, because like I said, we stay in Florida, we stay in Orlando, we don't stay in Georgia, we don't stay. You know what I mean? It's different type of laws and everything like that. So it's like you got to get. They say you got to have your house straight before you try to get somebody else's house straight.
And see that? Yeah, you definitely do. That's our situation. That's our problem. We worrying about everybody else's house. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, worry about your house. Get your shit right. And I think a lot of times, man, we just. How can I say this? I don't want to offend nobody. Like, I think we don't know enough about our life and our finances and net worths and all this to even understand what the hell these people are talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because none of that shit is affecting us, because we're not even at that threshold to where it starts affecting.
Thank you.
Bingo. You know what I'm saying?
You still got to live, man. You still got to find a way to survive.
You're not even at that threshold to be like, oh my God, they went up 22% of taxes. Like, motherfucker, people I grew up with, it's not even count percentage of tax. They're like, yo, how much you could give me? I got 3 kids, 2 kids. How much you could get, man? You think you could get by like this? They're not even really looking like, man, what did you spend or what did you do with it, man? How much you could get me? You know what I'm saying? So you're not really understanding taxes. You're not understanding. So it's like when they start talking like that, that's like when they start talking, I don't understand about policies overseas, when they be like, I owe 17 trillion. I don't even know how many zeros that is. You understand what I'm saying? So that's not appealing to me. You know what I'm saying? So talk about something that I understand, and 9 out of 10, they're not talking about nothing that we understand. That's why Kamala, whatever, try to come down a few notches to our level, and it backfired on us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you think we're about. You think, and yes, we understood, like, that was, you, how can I say this? Like, you got to know your audience.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have set right with us in a private setting or whatever, but to put it on national TV around all the audience, it's just like, and this is who we're going to have in the White House.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of twerking and stuff. And then us is like, damn, we about to have this man in the White House. Shit about to get real for us.
Mm-hmm.
But look at our tactics. Our tactics backfired on us, and you're mad at us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I want to ask you, you know, for the black family, like what what's your opinion on what went wrong? Because, you know, I have a few conversations every now and then about that, you know, and I have my own, you know, thought process on it, but it's like, you know, the division that we have now, and a lot of people don't understand that this is a systematic breakdown of the black family.
Oh, hell yeah, it's definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Then some people just think, oh, we just went on our own way. But before all this happened, you know, for as black people, we dealt with the barter system. You know, we helped each other out. And a lot of times it wasn't really about money. You know what I'm saying? It was about, hey, you do for me, I do for you. Hey, I got my guy Brett, man.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, buddy? How are you guys doing tonight?
What's up?
All right.
What's the topic tonight, fellas?
Yeah, we just kind of like, you know, this is Julius Roman, he the BarberTrapper.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing,
you know, when we was talking about we was gonna start bringing some people on. You know, it's not really all about just the sports. You know, it's just really just about human nature, and it's a lot of things that people want to talk about. You know, just opening our horizons on other subjects and everything like that. But awesome. You know, we just sitting there talking about just shooting the breeze about the election and also, you know, what happens with people, you know, living in the world and as a gender, or as a, you know, some people don't like to talk about gender or even acknowledge gender, but it's like our people, for as black people, you know, we just so divided, and nobody really understand what the answer is. You know, you have a lot of opinions, but you know, but then when you give your strong opinion with facts about certain things, when it comes to that, people get upset, people get all out of sorts, and then next thing you know, you get emotional, and then now you're talking from emotion instead of talking from fact. So
from an intelligence standpoint.
Yeah, so I'm just wanting to get your point about that, you know, because like I say, this guy here, I don't even consider him what he is. You know, he always been around us. You know what I'm saying? He, you know, he understands.
Well,
you know what I mean?
my point of that is, I like you said, it's systematic. I feel like it's the miseducation of a Negro. You know what I'm saying? It's a book that I read a long time ago, and it's just lack of. It goes so far back, and you know, like I told you before, where, you know, we didn't have the luxury of the education like back then, where, you know, our wealth could travel. And not only that, let's just say this: in a black household, you know, we don't really hear husband and wife more a lot, to where our kids want to grow up to be a husband and a wife, and then we don't sit down. How can I say this? Like, we don't. I remember I got with somebody, right, and she asked me what were my values, right, and I didn't answer that because, like, we don't really sit down and really have values, because it's just so much of survival. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I went to one of my basketball teammates' house. He was white, David Russell. He got a glass eye too. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even know how he was good. But one eye, he was making the shots though. But anyway, they sat around the table. They had all the food on the table, and it was like one of them comedy show movies. Like, I was like, what in the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So it was different. Like, so because they had time to do that. Like they had both parents, and like my dad was probably at work at the time when it was dinner time, and it's like, hey man, stuff is in the oven and stuff like that, because of, you know, what he went through and miseducation of a Negro then, and lack of education and lack of educational finances and learning about, you know, you know what I'm saying, banks and educational language. So we didn't have that. And then just, you know, with that being said, as a black man, when you can't take care of your family, that leads to drugs, alcohol, crime. You know what I'm saying? And then now the father figure is out of the household, and now the mother is stuck trying to raise a man, a boy to be a man, and she's a woman. You can't teach me how to be a man. You're gonna teach me how to be a man that you want and that you can't keep. How you gonna teach me a man about a man that you want that you can't even keep? You know what I'm saying? Not saying all, but I'm just looking at it from, you know, like, so, like, we never had a leg to fight on. Yeah, we never had a leg. We got to create a leg, and sometimes the mistakes that we make to create that leg be life detrimental. You might end up in prison for the rest of your life, and a lot of good guys that did a crime ain't bad guys. They were just trying to take care of their family, and they fucked up, and now they're in jail for away from their family. And it's a mental thing. Like, then you risked it all, and now, but it's just, yeah, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah. So like, so what's so, you know, it's always a problem and there's always a solutions. So let's talk about some solutions, you know, to, you know, what should be, because like I say, we could get on Instagram and we get on Facebook and we kind of go back and forth with each other, you know, the woman doing this, the man doing that. Yeah. And it seems like it's just a lot of that, but it's like the solution is not coming as plentiful as the problem.
I feel like a solution is to start looking in the mirror and getting to know who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Another one, guys. Another one for me is, as man to man, we should help each other.
Yes.
Help your brother.
Yes. And we got a pride thing.
That's the human way. Just being humans, you know.
And so what?
Help one another.
And so what if somebody snakes you? That's just because I feel like,
yeah, I'm that way too. I feel you on that, because sometimes my wife questioned me on helping people, and I said, you know,
so who cares? It made me feel good. It made me feel good. He drew his blessing, and that's what we was talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That when I help these barbers or when I'm talking or whatever, I don't want nothing back. Just to go on social media, if I don't see you in person, or if I do see you in person and you're doing good, I'm like, hi, man, he listened. Or maybe he didn't listen to me. Maybe he listened to somebody else, but hell, it made me feel like he listened to me because I said something to him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just felt like you look in the mirror, get to know who you are, and really be honest with yourself and know what you really want. Because a lot of times we'll get into relationships and we wouldn't know. We go by what we want and not what we need. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times you get trapped in the, damn, I don't need this, and it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you got trapped with the want. Or not only that, you're hurt and she's hurt. And y'all don't know, and y'all, because we're black, we don't want to go to counseling or therapy because, you know, that's not how we do. We're going to get through this. Well, 10 years later, we're still arguing about the same shit. We're still going through the same cycle because none of us got help to heal ourselves, or none of us want to look in the mirror and be like, "You are broken."
Yeah.
Oh, but you don't want to. You don't want to be like that because everybody looks at you tough in the streets or whatever because you're a man. No, you're broken.
I must admit, I've been a little ignorant to that too.
Yeah,
you know, because you can always feel like you got the answers though, but there's always another educated answer. You know what I'm saying? It's
you know,
common sense than your own.
I used to always tell my kids when things got hard, right, or things got a little. I used to always say, "I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out," until I had to fucking figure it out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, whoa, like I might need help with this figuring out shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, I think our egos, our pride, it's hard to trust each other because you know, we see so many things that we grew up seeing of distrust, dishonesty from family members to, you know, friends that we grew up with. And like the gentleman said right there, the brother said, you know, we just like got to man up for each other. Like, brother, like, you're going through something right now, man. Like, I got you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't care what color you are. I don't
Right.
care what whatever. Like, me, we bleed the same. We human, bro. Like, and for you to walk by and see somebody down and kick them while they down, that's demonized. That's like demon-like. Or to record somebody fighting, potentially losing their life on social media, that's like demon-like, bro. You're not part of the solution. You're part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think like we ain't never going to be equal. That's just not how it is. It's been like this since the beginning of time. And when I say equal, meaning that everybody is going to not like somebody. You understand what I'm saying? But just as a race to just do, like, I feel like once you start working on you, it would be contagious with the people around you.
It'll rub off on somebody else.
Yes. Like nobody is at fault for how your life turns out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But if you don't open yourself up to that, then that person's not going to know, or you're not going to be able to educate that person. Or, you know, I think that's another thing. Like you guys said, people just don't want to open their mouth or don't want to say things in their mind. They're thinking this stuff, you know, but you got to start talking. You got to start opening your mouth.
Telling them how you feel and what it is. Like,
yeah, man.
I don't like that.
Yeah, you know, my mentality is you got to help your brother. You know, you got to help the next man up, man.
And then it gets tricky because we have people in places that has a voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just like you, right now you're starting off, you don't really have a voice. You have a voice amongst the people you know right now. But once this thing starts blowing up, then it's like, I can't say that right there. I can't say that because now it's sponsors. Now it's messing with my money, and they know how to silence people who once, like, if everybody told how they feel, bro, people would hate people, bro. Like,
I mean, we can say facts all day, but then a lot of people don't want to hear the facts. They can't deal with the facts
because the truth hurts. The truth hurts, bro.
Yeah, people want to hear it a certain way. You know, the delivery and all that. It's like, listen, a lot of times you don't really have time to be worrying about no delivery, but that's just raw emotion. You know, everybody got raw emotion, and it might not clicks off at the same time just like the next person, but when it happens, you got to understand, hey man, that really hurt that person, or that really, you know, either it hurt the person or it made the person, you know, to be jubilant, and hey, what's up? You know, you know, people got their ways how they express themselves, and people need to understand that.
And just be you, man, and just be around the people that love you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and like the brother said right there, like it's like when I give a bum money, if he's a bum or not or whatever, I don't care what you do with this money. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. It made me feel good today. So if I help somebody and they snake me later, okay, bro, that's just thanks for revealing yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's on them.
It made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? And you're not gonna please everybody. And I feel like to go back on your question, to change the household, man, I think, you know, people, like I said, got to look in the mirror and start realizing, you know, their purpose and what they're here for. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of us try to follow everybody else's purpose that made it. That might not be your purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, if Jordan could do that, I could do that. No, that's not your purpose. Why? You suck at basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, be your purpose, live in your purpose, because your purpose could change somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Life.
Take that purpose and make it with, whereas, like you say, you make it your own, but it's not all about trying to do the same exact thing or take that path.
Man,
you know, that path was cultivated for you.
The barbershop now is my stage, man.
Yeah.
Fit in where you stick in, you know.
Yeah, man.
Since we were saying, you know, you brought up about that shooting and everything, that was definitely a tragedy, man. And definitely we got to do better, man. I mean, all this stuff, and like we using the internet right now for a good purpose, but the internet, man, has caused a lot of tragedies, a lot of grief, because everybody got a voice and everybody want to be heard.
What shooting are y'all talking about?
Downtown, right?
Oh, during Halloween?
Yeah, we got the one downtown, and then we just got this one over here that's happened in Sanford. Well, these two girls.
Yes, that was crazy, man.
Yeah,
but see, like the internet is the devil. Period, man. It's hot, like, man. It goes back to your household, man. Yep. How was you raised? You know what I'm saying? Like, you mean it? To my knowledge, they didn't know each other. They were arguing over some chicken. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I heard through the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And it's like, you can make me that mad on social media that I could get in my car and drive to you to fight you.
Right.
Like, it's not that serious, yo. Like, are you serious? You just lost two people lost their lives, and pretty sure there's motherless kids right now.
Right.
Probably on both ends. You know what I'm saying? And then if they did argue over who could make the best chicken.
You don't want to laugh, man.
I'm not laughing.
Chicken, man.
Look. This might, I'm a comedian. This might sound like racist, but it's like, why do we gotta argue and kill people over chicken, bro? But like, that's crazy. And then your kids gotta like grow up and see that. And not to mention, they have to see that on the internet.
Because some people outside of that would probably say there's more going on there than just chicken.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but I'm just going by
because the internet makes that happen. That drives that. Like, I can imagine people going like, something else is going on there besides that.
And see, the internet embarrasses you more than anything.
Yeah.
So it's like my dad used to always say, if you're arguing with somebody in front of a crowd, pull that person to the side and watch their whole demeanor change. You know what I mean? For the most part. You know what I mean? Because you're only getting hyped because you feel embarrassed. If you pull them to the side, you probably have a level-headed conversation. You know what I'm saying? So social media gives two fucks. What's level-headed or not, bro? They're gonna attack you and kick you all the way to you under the ground. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like, if you don't have a strong mentality for that, or if you don't have a direction in your household, because it's most of the young kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, where their parents is at. Like, in my community, I kind of know where their parents is. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So it's like, damn, like, shit's crazy for us, man. And it's not just our community, it's everywhere. It's every community. They're doing some stupid ass shit. You know what I'm saying? On social media. You know what I mean? And it's just getting worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is crazy when people are like literally standing there videotaping this stuff, and you're just thinking like, what are you thinking, man? Like, are you thinking? Like, look, what are you doing?
She got in trouble for that.
Right.
So I took that lesson and showed my sons, like, look, you see this girl right here? She was like, yeah, Dad, she recording. Why is she in trouble? I said, because it's accessory. It's like, why are you recording? Why are you allowing this to happen? And then you're with that person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, so she just got in. She about to get 20-some years or 10 years away from her kids just for a phone.
Yep.
Yeah, but they put that down. That was premeditated. And like I say, if you go fight somebody, And I was on G Money's podcast. We were talking about this. End of the day, when you come from where you came from, you come to this person's house. From the time you leave that house, you already know what you're going to go do.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Or what you are prepared to do. Now, once you get there, then it's based off with that person, that energy. That if that person bringing back the same energy, now we in this thing where, okay, all right, the shit done got real now. See, right? Now you bring a gun, this person got a knife. You already know how that's gonna end up. But once you didn't beat the girl up, you already did what you did. You already put the gun and everything down on the hood. So I don't need that. I'm going to whoop this girl up. You done whooped her up. The girl said, hey,
You know what?
You already didn't beat her up. So now, from that point, she should have just left the situation alone. But she goes and get the gun and comes back and shoot.
Okay, I got a question on a reverse note because we know how it is in our community. So my question is for you, sir. Why isn't it like that in your community? Or is it like that in your community?
That's a good question. I said, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good question.
You know, I don't know if anybody ever asked you that, but you know.
No, nobody's ever asked me that.
Yeah, like why is it so different? You know what I mean? Like what are we missing? Can you give us some sauce? You know what I'm saying? That I can take back.
Yeah, you got me on that one. Yeah, I'm trying to think. That's a good one. That's a good question. That's a really damn good question. You know. I mean, I want to say it reverts back to how we were raised.
Yeah.
To start.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean everybody was raised that way.
No.
You know.
Heck no.
But that's a good question, man.
Mm-hmm.
You have to let me think about that one, man.
Yeah. We think about that next time. You know?
I ain't gonna lie. That's a good one.
Hey,
we think about that next
Brett,
time.
check this out, bro. This is like.
Hey, Jay, you know I don't
no
get
shade.
stumped.
This like no shade, bro.
Hey. Jay, you know I don't get stumped too easy. That one got me there.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay to say it, bro. You know, I already know.
He got me on that one.
You know what I'm talking about?
He got me on that one.
Hey, yeah, I want to know. I need to know.
Yeah, that's what it's about this show, man. You know, we're gonna ask some questions, man. That's why I asked people before. Actually, I didn't even ask you what you want to talk about or what did you want to talk about, because I know shit, he gonna tell it like it is, because that's what he do on Facebook. So I was like, shit, you know, whatever he say, whatever we talk about, it's coming from the gut. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like I said, when it comes to racial tensions or racial conversations, some people do kind of hold back because they don't want to hurt feelings or seem you know, either racist or against this that. No, it's just when I walk out the door, man, I see racism all day.
See, but when I talk about,
I mean, maybe we don't care about chicken that much.
I
mean,
no, I think that's bad because I see y'all chicken. But nah, like you got to talk about it on a, like, I want to know what's going on, not as far as like
right.
Like what's going on? Like what like when I tell my kids or anybody, you know, when you want to study the tree, you don't study the leaves, you study the root. That's what makes the leaves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what is the root? Like, why you don't like me? What did I do to you? Most people can't answer that if they don't know you. The only way you could tell me you don't like me if you know me, or maybe you seen posts and whatever, but you still like can't say you don't like me until you meet me. So you can't really tell me the only in the race aspect. The only way you could only tell me that you don't like me is because of my skin color, and that is like the most oxymoron ass shit that I ever heard in my life. Yeah, because it's like you don't even know me. Like I might save your life today. You know what I'm saying? Like a white person saved my life when I got shot, bro. He didn't look at me as no skin color. Right. He looked at me as a human being that was dying and I could help.
Right.
And ever since, like, I know there's good people out there. It's just that we're so drowned by the bad because the bad is more entertaining. You don't want to watch a good ass boring movie if it ain't no Fast and the Furious like movie. You like all that action stuff, so the action is always going to supersede the good in people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to pay attention to the good because so much bad shit going on. And that's just how it is. Like, you know, how they say, I'm not going to let one person make me hate a whole race of fucking people or some shit.
Right.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, me being like starting this podcast and everything, and a lot of people, you know, that know me, especially Brett. I mean, I know he didn't say it though, but I can definitely know that he probably thought it. It's like, damn, Jarrell, you want to get in front of that camera, man? You know what I mean? You that ain't you. So sometimes you got to challenge yourself, man, and whatever fears that you have, you know, because I mean, actually, I didn't got into it to where I'm getting comfortable, you know what I mean? But I always like to be in the background, even though I was the star of the team or in front, you know, and had to lead my team. But I was always like, I'm about my players, I'm about my teammates. So I know what I got to do, but I need y'all to do your part so I can either finish it. I'm gonna start it or I'm gonna finish it. You know what I mean? So, like I say, the basic.
Yeah, I may have thought that in my mind that's not you, Jay, but I've known you for almost 30 years. That yeah, he'll do that. We'll do this. I mean, but you're right. You're normally not that like that. But in my mind, when you brought this to me, I was like, yeah, we'll do this. I have no problem, you know, doing that. You know, because we're confident. Me and you are confident in ourselves. You know, to do this. Yeah. You know.
And that's in anything. You got to have confidence. You got to have confidence in yourself to even come out your shell. And then when you come out that shell, you can't worry about what people are going to say, because once you make that decision, you can't dictate what somebody's going to say about it. You got to
like I told you guys earlier, like thou shalt help their brother. You know, in sports, like right now, I see some of these things going on, and I think about way back in the day, you know, when we were playing basketball and teams and stuff, you know, a lot of people don't want to come out and step up and talk and be like, hey, man, you're doing wrong, man. Or you're, you know, what's going on? You know, everybody's kind of in the room looking at each other, but nobody wants to say anything.
That's why I kind of like the interview.
That drives me crazy.
That Giannis said a couple days ago when he told one of the players, like, bro, if you don't want to be here, you can just leave.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even in sports, bro, we don't have to go hang out after the game. But when we on this court, we have a job to do. Right? And okay, I'm Kobe, bro. I can't change that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not me. So you're not the leader of this team or what. I'm not saying coming in that type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that everybody has a position. Imagine Pippen going out there trying to be Jordan and not Pippen. We probably would have never heard of Pippen. You know what I'm saying? Do your job. I'm going to do mine. We're going to celebrate together. After we celebrate, you go your way, I go my way. And we come back and we do it again. Simple as plain.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to we got Regina Hill in the chat, everything on Facebook, because we on live. She's like a perfect example of a person stepping out of her zone and deciding to, you know, to talk for her people, to ride for her people. She did a lot of great things for the community of Paramore, and at the same time, you know, we have our hang-ups, you know, we have a history of things that we're not proud of, but at the same time, only time when it comes to us black folks, as long as we getting what we want from you, then we riding with you. And then as soon as some adversity come down, that's where it really matters.
We jump ship.
And she went through some shit with that, man. And it's like, you know, she's a very strong woman. You know, I talk to her from time to time when I do see her. And she always been a class act. So big ups, props to Miss Regina Hill, and continued success throughout, you know, from this point on.
Yeah, I've been hearing about her since I moved down here. She definitely do good for the community.
That's pretty cool that she came on.
Yeah, right. For real. Yeah. That's what's up. But yeah, man, it's just, man, we just got work to do. But we have work to do. It has to start with the man in the mirror, man. You know what I'm saying? And our problem is that we try to change everybody else but ourselves. I remember my dad said, yo, you would change everybody else's life but yours, because you give the damn good advices that you don't listen to. You know what I'm saying? When I was
we definitely all is guilty of that, man. I put my hand up on that too.
It's just like, if you sit in the mirror like, damn, why don't I listen to my advice?
Yeah, exactly. But then at the same time, it's crazy that people come to you for advice, though.
Yeah, because you give some good ass advice. They don't know you ain't listening. They don't know you ain't listening to your own advice. They think you got it together. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's good advice. You know,
hey, let me give you some advice. Start listening to your own advice.
Yeah. That's the best advice.
There you go, man.
Yeah, man.
Pretty easy. Pretty easy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
Man.
but I've been trying to put the BarberTrapper in the headlock, man, on his views on some of these sports issues, man. But you know, he been wiggling Putin right now. But
let's get it, bro.
Hey, Brett, go ahead and lay him out right quick, dog. Go
lay him out.
Pause.
Hey, I'll tell you, hey man, you got the FBI. When you talking to Brett, hey, Brett be asking no questions like the FBI, man. He put you in the headlock, bro. Yeah, we were talking about Florida State, man, and you know, he's a Penn State fan, so you know, Penn State went through their little situation too, you know, where they you know, they was having some losing seasons, but they definitely bounced back with the guy Franklin. Is he still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, he's still there.
Yeah, see, he brought that program back though, man.
I know what ain't we
they
like
just can't beat Ohio State. That's the problem.
We lost to Ohio, right?
Yeah,
they did. They lost this year to Ohio State. Yeah.
Man, but what you think, man? So
where are you originally from?
From Pennsylvania.
What part?
Lancaster.
Okay, so that's eastern side. My mom's from the western side.
Pittsburgh. Like Pittsburgh and all that.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Pittsburgh.
That's eastern side.
Yep.
That's like 8 hours away from me.
Yep. Yeah, man. I'm real familiar with Pennsylvania.
So you a Steeler?
Yeah, man.
You a Steeler?
Yeah.
So what you think about that move with Russell?
Well, you tell me. What are they doing right now?
Nah, they winning. But I'm just saying, you think
they're doing work right now, man.
But I'm saying, but Fields got like 4 of them wins though.
Say again?
Don't Fields got like 4 of them wins, 3 or 4 of them wins?
What do you mean by that?
Meaning that didn't he win some games before Russ got in?
Oh, yeah. But I think. I mean, I don't know this for 100%, but when he first came there, the plan was Russell was going to be the starter
until he got hurt, right?
I mean, you know, so
now
did I have a problem with? I mean, they could have rolled with him until you know, I was okay with Russell sitting there watching. I mean,
Russell's doing good though. He's doing good though.
He's just making really good decisions.
Yeah.
He's getting the ball to the players that are making a difference. You know.
Yeah. I'm just glad we got Saquon Barkley. What?
The one thing I love about the Steelers is I'm a Tampa Bay Bucks guy too. Because I'm an FSU guy.
They got
a lot of FSU guys that played for Tampa Bay. But I mean, I love the coach at Pittsburgh because he don't take no crap, man. He's old school to the core.
He did. Yeah, he is though. He is.
I mean, he's going to give you stuff, and you're going to be like, "Damn, that joker just dropped it on me."
I don't even think he ever had a losing record.
He makes you think, man. It's amazing some of his things come. I love when they mic him up. You should go on and search him up when they mic him up talking on the sideline. Tomlin, It's crazy. So getting back to FSU, like I mentioned earlier, they're going through it right now, man. But one thing I'm so curious about that situation is as competitive as I am, and you're in a locker room that you're 1-9, as a player, I would want to know who's really pissed off. Who's sitting there going, God damn, dude, we're better than this. Who is opening their mouth? Who is going to be that person that's going to step up, man, and say, listen, we're way better than this, But that's what I'm so curious about. Do the kids really care? Now, let's see, I'm 51. Nowadays, if I was a betting man, I feel like I got my NIL money. I'm good.
We were just talking. Then we were just talking about that. We were
that.
just talking about that.
Like, I don't care.
I just said that. I said,
well, then you're not. You don't need to be there.
I just said that. I said that money could break them or make them. That's what I said.
And a lot of people have, because I'm kind of like, I've always been like, you need to keep vets around. Like in the NBA, some guys, they say stay too long on teams. Well, you need those people on the team, man, to ride the ship when it's bad, because those are guys that have been through it, you know. Even on coaching staffs too. You're crazy not to put some of these people on. Like, look at Dion. I know that the people are out there saying, Sapp can't coach. He's a Hall of Famer. Why would you not want him there?
Especially on the defense.
Now, some people would say, he's got other motives. You know, he hasn't lived the most, reputable life after football. He's had some issues with the law, blah, blah, blah. But still, at the end of the day, to me, you're crazy. You wouldn't want somebody like that around these kids. And the same thing with Dion. Some people don't like the way Dion is, but tell me somebody better that knows football like he knows football. I mean, yeah, he does it in a different way. And I'm not saying this because he was a Seminole back in the day, but
he does it like Dion. You know?
Exactly.
He's Dion. That's all we know.
It makes me laugh that people laugh about how he is. And it's like, he's no other way. What other way you think he's going to be? I think it's hilarious to me. I mean, so.
And look where he got the program.
Exactly. Exactly. So, he's got to be doing something right.
He's doing everything right. Whether it's revenue,
some of the people don't like all the media that's coming down to the field, all the stars that are coming on the field. And listen, man, at the end of the day, it's about wins and losses. So, what's his name is coaching at Miami, the defensive end for the Miami Dolphins back in the day.
Jason Taylor.
See, he's there coaching. And I saw him during the Florida State Miami situation, and he's doing a hell of a job down there. He's another one that's one of the best defensive ends to ever play in the NFL.
They still undefeated, right?
No, they lost.
They lost Saturday.
Yeah, they lost one game.
Yeah, we needed that right quick. Try to get some kind of talk back.
Right? But speaking of that, though, undefeated, you see them Cavs though.
Yeah. And I was just talking about that with my man, Mobley, and what's his name, the other dude, man. They stepped it up.
Bro, they got them Twin Towers, man, and what they doing is playing their position.
Yeah.
Bro, they're not trying to go out there shooting no threes. They're not. They just sticking straight to I'm a center, and you ain't bringing nothing in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna let Spider do the rest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're doing their thing. Yeah, playing their game.
I won't be surprised if they ain't watching footage from the 03 Pistons.
Right.
Yeah.
With Ben Wallace and them, where nobody was really like the star, like superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody playing their position. They killing it right
It's
now.
like when you play your position, everybody the same. Everybody the same. Nobody.
Same.
But you knew who, that they say, big shot, big shot, Mr.
Big shot, Bob.
Big shot. You already know when it came down to it. If we need that bucket, we know who we're going to.
Yeah, we're going to Robert.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's up?
You got Robert Horry, then you got your boy, what his name? Who was the point guard for Detroit around that time?
Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, Chauncey Billups. Chauncey. Yeah, bro.
He hit some big shots in his career.
Yeah, he definitely did,
He hit
man.
some big shots, man.
So y'all touched on the LeBron thing, man, with Bronny, man?
Yeah. I was gonna work my way around that. It's. I mean, what you really think about it, man? I mean,
I think that from a parent point of view, salute. You know what I'm saying?
That word nepotism.
Yeah, that word. There's nothing wrong with that because everybody that we talked to, including us three, that had that opportunity to do that,
would do the same thing.
will do the same thing.
Why would you not?
Yeah. Why would you not? Okay, my son got $7 million. I won't be surprised if LeBron said, "Look, take $7 million off of my contract and give it to my son." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I would have did that. But as far as him, his dad is LeBron James, and with that attitude, I think he ain't gonna be LeBron, obviously. And I say that because he's 6 foot, and he's nowhere near Iverson. He's nowhere near Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's not even showing you no flashes or none of that. I'm not saying that he can't be productive, but this light that we put on to where he got to be great. Yeah. If he could get through that light, he would be all right in the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he'll be solid.
I mean, right now, I wouldn't even be really worrying about offense, man. I'll be really talking about when I lead the game, man, I'm trying to have scuff marks on my skin. I'm talking about leaving skin on the floor. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Be that Dellavedova.
Or that Pat. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Be that Dellavedova. You know what I'm saying? That you know, I'm already getting embarrassed with the fact that I got a triple zero stat line. You know, so let me go out here and put my body on the line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's gonna get crucified in every single way. Yeah. Every time he does something wrong or have a bad game because of LeBron.
Yeah. But see, the thing about that, guys, is to me, people are crazy that they've already sat down and talked about all this stuff.
Yeah, they
got LeBron's team and him, or just a dad to son. I guarantee you're talking about one of the top 4 or 5 players ever to play the game. Mm-hmm. You know, and I tell people, you don't think they've talked about this?
they had long discussions about this.
Yeah, like I think he'll be just fine. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a solid player. I don't think he's going to be anything, you know, over the top.
6'8", probably like 6 points, 8 points a game.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, I think it's a cool thing. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, it's never been done before.
Yeah,
so
I ain't never seen
come in. So I'm glad I got to see it in my lifetime.
I just said I never seen that. And another thing, I ain't never seen a person get drafted to the NBA that averaged 3 points a game.
Yeah.
Never.
It was crazy how they trying to justify it. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. You know, when you get up these levels, like right now, we talking real as can be right now. But that don't count up there. You got to say it in another way for people to be like, okay, that went over. Because some stuff go over people's head. Yeah. You know, the way we talk about certain things. But once you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? And you know when the farther you get up that table, that ladder, man, you can't speak the way you want to speak, man. Mm-hmm. Richardson said he was tired, and they just busting all over him. Like, I mean, we know you tired, bro. Yeah.
But even with the LeBron,
he should have said that. I know he's kicking himself right now.
Even with the Bronny thing, man. Even with the Lakers, they knew it was revenue. Like Bronny jersey was the #1 jersey, so they made like $51 million before he even set foot on the court.
You don't think the marketing team?
Yeah, he sold out the G League at $200 a pop.
And LA is like the 5th, probably, you know, biggest income city in the world, or the United States. So. You know, they knew they were going to make tons of money.
As an owner, and as an owner of the Lakers, with the story, the narrative behind it, I don't give a damn if he gets in the game or not. We about to make some money.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what they've done.
So you might well say he's the male version of the girl in the WNBA.
Oh yeah, but that's true. Like, and who made the point? I was watching a video where they said that the dude that got drafted with Bronny, the one that was showing out, the guy with the funny name, black kid, 41, I think his number is. He had like 14 points in the preseason or whatever.
Okay, to my catch.
Nah, not him. He was balling, not him. But the other dude.
For the Lakers?
Yeah, for the Lakers. He was like, they were like, if it wasn't for Bronny, they would have never really seen who this guy was because they were so focused on Bronny doing bad that this man stepped up, scored 14 points, and got a contract with the Lakers because the crowd was like, how the hell they ain't signing him, but they signed Bronny. So it made them like,
okay, I know you're talking about. I got the name. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, they made so, you know, Bronny's presence, like Gilbert Arenas was saying, his light is what brought light upon that guy. Just like Clark, the girl that punched Clark.
Yeah.
Nobody heard of her. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, even with me, I didn't hear AJ Wilson until Angel Reese and Clark came into the NBA. And I didn't know that this girl been the MVP for the last 2 years type thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I never heard of her until this year, until Clark. Why? Because they made it interesting. They made it fun to watch. And I was tuned in. So now I start, and then when the girl punched Clark, nobody knew about her. So when they started looking her up, they realized like, oh, this girl could really ball. Nobody would have known who she was, and she would have never hit Clark or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she went crazy on social media.
I mean, it's undeniable, man. The girl can play. I already knew she could play.
Man, I seen her shoot when she was 12. She was insane.
She could play, man. Right now, all she got to do is just get a little stronger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like her no quit. You know, she cried a little bit, obviously. You know, not to just be that a woman. That's what a woman does, though. But you know, in this type of sports, and anything in sports and combat sports or whatever it is, you know, you got to know that you're going to get hit. You got to know that you're going to get that type of pressure. And then on top of that, people are going to hate the fact that you're getting the publicity like you're getting. So some things going to be a little bit extra. You know, that's, Jordan went through it, especially Jordan. Jordan went through it coming in the door. You know what I'm saying?
I wish he was a little more vocal of like, man, look, bro. Like, you hating, I'm going to bust your tail, bro. Like,
I know what you're saying.
She was so humble about it, and it's like, damn, like she's just getting whipping in the media, and she just going out there dropping 22 assists and letting her game speak for herself. You know what I'm saying? And but she was definitely the.
You're talking about Caitlin Clark?
Yeah, Caitlin Clark. Yeah,
oh,
she ain't gonna go through that next year, man, because they know that she didn't got through it. You know, she didn't.
Yeah. She got through the pressure. She got through that, man. I wish she would have been a little more vocal, but
I think she was behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, she definitely brought a light, and you can't take it.
She plays with a chip on her shoulder, though.
Angel Reese too. Angel Reese, man. Can't take nothing from her.
Yeah,
that's Dana Rodman right there, boy.
Yeah. Well, you can tell right now. You already know where Reese game going at. You know, hopefully that she comes with a better skill set offensively. But for as she's basically like a Dennis Rodman, that's gonna agitate, that's gonna get them rebounds, putbacks, stuff like that. I think she missed a lot of layups more than missing jumpers, if you ask me. But that she can get them boards, man. And then on top of that, she got the fashion stuff going on. So you gotta have something that's gonna stick to you, man.
Build your brand
in the league, because everybody in the league good, man. Everybody position is solidified, but at the same time, not everybody can shoot the ball. So the ball is going to go to certain people, and
I like how
understand that situation.
I like how Anthony Edwards is coming too, though.
Yeah, I think he with that part. I think he getting a little bit ahead of himself with his talking. You can't. No, it's no way that's like saying, in what you do, bro, for his barbering. You can't sit up there and look at an old guy that's been doing it for years. They cannot cut like you, but at the same time, they can cut with their eyes closed. It never goes away. So you feel you see what I'm saying? So that's like somebody coming to you and saying, "Hey, OG, you good," but and just disregard the history that what you looking at. See, that's the only thing I got a problem with an issue with Ant. You can have all your bravado, you can talk your little shit and everything like that, but once you start disrespecting the people that was before you was able to be where you at now, I got a problem with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta pay homage, you know what I'm saying? Or at least show some respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the respect. You can't lose the respect, man. And it's just
I remember Kobe told KD, bro, you can't even sit at my table, and that motivated him to sit at his table. Like, that's your motive. I ain't saying he ain't motivated, but I just like what he's doing. I kind of like him, like talking shit,
Yeah, for sure.
But
that's part of it.
Yeah, definitely part of it. I just don't like. I know this is all said. I just don't like how they be leaving like Reggie Miller and all them out as far as like greatest shooters.
And like I say, I've had this conversation with people, and I put it on my Facebook, and I said, you take away that 3-point shot, who is Steph Curry?
Right.
I mean, you got this man saying that he's one of the best point guards. He don't even run the team. He don't even initiate the offense. The only reason why he's a point guard because of his height. You can't put him at a 2 guard, but he's a 2 guard in a point guard body. Now, again, by playing the game, I don't hate on nothing. I just look at it for what I see, how I see it.
I tell people all the time, I take Chris Paul in his prime over Steph Curry any day. And Rondo.
Yeah, I think Rondo don't get his due. Rondo, it was tough.
He was a pure point guard.
He was a dog.
Yes,
I got a message on here from he's one of my cousins, like he's a DJ Crunk Taylor Made. If anybody need a DJ, you know, for any type of wedding or bar mitzvah or whatever, hey, hit up my boy DJ Crunk Taylor Made. He just said, you got to remember who running the NBA is LeBron James, making history for his family. Bronny knows his job by him joining the Lakers. Believe me, him and his father had a talk. Yeah. So that's basically
what he said.
It's basically what he's saying.
Listen, man, we about to make history for our family. You know what I'm saying? Like, we good. Because like he said, like, Bronny don't need the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but also, you know.
Yeah, one, cuz.
I wouldn't want to live under, like, constantly living under my father's shadow either. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what you signed up for, man. You know what I mean? You're always going to be under his dad's shadow as long as he's in that NBA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I want to say this to my cuz too. Hey, cuz, I'm gonna wind up doing a show, man, with 3 other DJs, bro, and I want to add you to it. So I'll talk to you about it once we get out the show. That's what I was trying to get in touch with you, but I didn't know you had them live because they actually be on live doing this thing, you know, playing the music and stuff like that on Facebook. So let everybody know what days you playing throughout the week and whatever shows you might be a part of or anything like that. And then also my guy Julius, man, let everybody know what you got going on, what you know.
All right, well, yeah, man, you already know it.
Upcoming shows,
situation. BarberTrapper, you can follow me at BarberTrapper Clothing on IG. Also got a clothing line called Fly Young Society. You could purchase merch off of that at www.flyyoungsociety.com. And I'm at 2954 Carry Ford Road. Come through, get a haircut. I'm there 7 days a week. You already know how I get down. You know, I already know what type of style you know. I'm
Yeah. Hey man, I want to talk to you.
You already know, man.
Hey, I want to talk to you about some, you know, about getting involved with some basketball tournaments, man. It's jumping now. It's jumping off right now. Actually, I have a overseas camp that we're going to do at Crooms Academy on January 18th and the 19th. We definitely, you know, by me playing overseas before, and I'm already linked up with, you know, the agent guy that we had a show with, Agent Juan Bernal. He helped me up with a guy named Charles Rodriguez, and we shaping it up right now to get things going for people that's trying.
Doing it for the youth or for like us, or what's that?
Well, that's for anybody. I always get, you know, people, well, the youth, I mean, it's not, you know, the overseas thing, that's pros.
It's pros.
Cool.
Yeah, so, you know, we got a lot of guys that come to me and try to engage with me and try to get me to, you know, help them get over. But people got to understand, man, I mean, if your attitude, it ain't really about, obviously you got to go and perform. You know, you got to do that. But it's really your attitude. It's your mental. Because if you got this gangster mentality and you think that you're going, you know, you get away with here, you go into a whole nother situation, a whole nother culture gap, a culture shock. And you going over there thinking that you're a gangster. There's gangsters over there too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The people that you working for are pretty much gangsters. You know what I'm saying?
So you ask me, man, overseas is taking over the NBA. The overseas players. The top five players in the NBA are like for the last few years been overseas, except now with Anthony Edwards and, you know, the new players that are coming up. But it's been Giannis, Joker, Embiid, who else? Embiid, Joker. Those are the top three. Luka. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
and it's kind of like what Kobe said, man. Is that The AAU over here is more about flashy, could dunk on you, where overseas is teaching you the fundamentals. They're teaching you how to really like play the game. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, fundamentals win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, we might need to bring you on a lot more, man. You seem like you know a little something. Yeah.
Remember, my son played ball. You know what I'm saying?
I already know you be having the barbershop crunk, dog. I know you be having everybody listen to you like Moses. You got everybody listen to you like Moses up in there.
Here's a question I got for you. If you weren't barbering, what would you like to do, or what do you think you would be doing if you weren't barbering in your life?
The honest truth, like, what I wanted to do if I wasn't barbering, because I didn't want to be a barber, but I would have been an architect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's cool. I would have been an architecture. I actually wanted to be one when I got the art scholarship. Okay. But, yeah, I probably. So
you're a pretty good drawer. Like, can you draw?
I'm excellent drawer. I'm dope. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like it was not to toot my own horn. It was a gift. I never got taught. I even drew portraits out of hair on the ground, on the floor. You know, like cool. a real artist. But yeah, I would have been an architecture.
Okay, hey, man, we need to get together, man, and set this thing up, man, so I can get a nice
haircut.
Yeah, that too. I mean, the man pretty much got a look at you, man. You know what I mean? Hey, I told you got some black in him, brother. Don't let him fool you, dog. You know, he's sharp, dog. He's sharp. But I'm saying, dog, the man got a brush on his clippers, man.
Oh boy. I'm
sitting there looking at his cuts, and I'm like, how this man fade that up like that, man? I'll be like, damn. You know what I mean? So, like I said, that's how I got better. Just looking at whatever I'm interested in, I'm gonna get better at it. You know what I mean? But yeah.
That's how I want it, man. Like I tell these young boys, man, I'm still LeBron James in this joint. So you be having some young boys coming in the barbershop, and I look at them, I'm like, okay, now watch this. You know what I'm saying? They be like, damn, bro, like, yeah, don't get it twisted now.
Yeah.
I still drop 60 on y'all. Don't play with me.
Yeah. I mean, hey, shoot, man. Hey, you had you had went up to Atlanta and got on the water or something like that, right?
Nah, I was on a talk show, TV show.
Oh, you on a talk show, yeah. Okay.
And they were telling.
Yeah, they wanted you to cut and all that stuff too, right?
Yeah, they wanted me.
Yeah.
I was on 2 talk shows, and they wanted me to cut. But one of them, both of them, I was cutting, but they were more interested in like my story, you know what I'm saying, more than anything, and you know. Like, that was kind of like the first time, because it was natural for me to tell my story in the barbershop, because that's like my stage, that's like my turf. So it was kind of weird, like, who the hell want to listen to my story? I'm a barber, and I had to get out of that, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to be famous for your story to change somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? So, and everybody's always looking for the celebrity story, and not just around, Michael around the corner.
Whether you want to admit it or not, you're a celebrity, bro. You're a celebrity now.
I'm not a celebrity. Everybody
you're a celebrity, bro. You're a celebrity, dog. It's just, I mean, I gotta say myself, because what I'm into, I'm pretty much a celebrity, because I can't go nowhere and somebody asking me about basketball in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't have the celebrity money, but at the same time, it's like people ask me about what I do.
It just feels good to have. It feels good to have something that you do, and people coming up to you and want a part of that.
I don't have to.
You know what I'm saying? So that do feel good, because that solidifies in me that I made the right decision at that point in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at one point, I was the kid that they didn't want to be like. I wasn't. Don't be around him. He sells drugs and he runs the streets. And now in my adulthood, it's like, go to him. He's the one who made it through there. He's the one who got the knowledge. He's the one that, and that feels good. And I don't ask for nothing, man. Just listen to me, bro. Man, just listen to me. I got some shit to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, feels good though.
What you about to say, Brett? Oh,
No, I'm saying I'm listening.
oh, okay.
And so it felt good. You know what I'm saying? It definitely did.
Remember that advice? Listen to yourself.
Yeah, right. I'm definitely gonna take that advice. I've been taking it, you know, over the
If you
last
didn't learn anything tonight, just learn that.
Yeah. I've been learning it for the last 17 years, man. Since I've been
Hey, man, everybody's not
in
going to listen, man. You know,
Nah.
everybody, you can only do what you can do, you know?
Yeah.
So
But,
I have it in me to just tell people, you know, this is what I'm going to tell you, and you can take it for whatever it's worth and run with it, you know?
And I think a lot of people scared to do that. Like, people
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
back.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, people
You know,
hold back.
when adversity hits, you know, most of everybody's just, it's not cool to be the guy that stands up and talks about that stuff nowadays, you know?
Your character's tested when your character's tested.
Right.
It's how you deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So
but like Gerald was saying, like earlier there, you really know somebody, you know, they want to ride with you when everything's going great, but then when the train comes off the track, you're standing around going, where'd everybody go? You know. So at the end of the day, the people that stick with you, those are the people that you see have your back, you know, 100%.
And a lot of times though, we tend to pick the other people.
Yeah, we jump. Yeah, exactly.
Where we leave the people that actually like cared and wanted that was riding for us, for the people that we thought would ride for you, and they come up like, damn, why did I do? And that's human error. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, life be life, and every day, man. As long as you wake up, man. Like I tell my kids, man, God bless you with everything that you ever want at the moment you wake up. You just got to go get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because all of us, like, you know, as I've gotten older, we sit here and we talk about, there's a lot of people that we know that are not here no more. And, you know, I'm still here. So, got to make the best of it.
I'm winning. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I'm not in jail. I'm free. I see my kids.
Right.
You know, everybody want better, but it's all on you. It's just like, it's like sports. How bad do you want it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How bad? Because if you notice, if the moment one of these NBA players ever made a decision that they wanted to go to the NBA, they're probably like around 7 or 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? They didn't deviate from that dream. That's why they're in the NBA.
Right.
Because so that like whatever you put in the atmosphere, you're going to get if you keep going for it. It's just that's the universal law.
And unfortunately, not everybody can do that. See, it just you know,
if everybody could do that, we all be
instead of 300 some players in the NBA, there'd be 1,000. But there's not.
1,000.
There's not.
But you just gotta lock in. You gotta unlock that chain that's surrounding your mind. It's only one link. Once you break that one link, then the whole chain falls. You know what I'm saying? But that's the hardest link to break.
Yeah. It's a lot of inner. It's yourself. It's your inner self. Yep. A lot of it too. So
imagine if you could like really look at your inner self and really have an argument with that. Like it'd be crazy. It's crazy.
Right.
I used to think about when we coach, like Gerald, I don't know if you ever thought about this way, but when you get in a game, you know, I didn't care who really I had to coach. I look forward to coaching in a high atmosphere game. I love that stuff. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I do. Some people don't like that. Some people don't like the gym to be packed out where all eyes are on you in a team. I love that stuff because I love basketball, you know, and that's the way it should be. You know, I wouldn't want it any other way. Personally, me, but not everybody likes that stuff.
But ain't that what it's for, man? The spotlight, the stage. That's what it is. That's
man. Bring it. You bring it. let's do this.
You get to the NBA, you ain't getting no less than the stage.
Yeah, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people have been kind of like, what do y'all think about JJ Redick coaching the Lakers? What do you think?
I like it. Because he don't even care. Like he cares, but what I'm saying is like he's outspoken and he's gonna tell you how he feels. From what I'm seeing
Yeah, exactly.
From what I'm saying, like how he pulled Russell out, how he pulled him out, benched him, and all that. Like, you know, he's standing up for himself. I thought in the beginning that, you know, him coming from being a player that recently that maybe the guy probably won't respect him or whatever. But nah, man, he's really putting his foot down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a surprise because you know everybody was thinking like, hey man, you know, him and LeBron kind of colluding, you know, because they on the podcast together, so you know they probably in on this and this and that, and by
LeBron's pulling the strings, and he's a puppet.
Yeah, LeBron pulling.
No,
the
I don't
strings.
really think it's that way.
I don't think it's that way now. I mean, he knows his shit now. I mean, the guy knows his X's and O's.
Yeah, he's knowledgeable, man.
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable. I mean, a lot of the takes that he said on TV, on the little shows, most of the stuff that he said, I agree with. You know, a lot of stuff is just, you know what, that's how he see it. So you got to kind of, you know, I ain't gonna say kind of respect it, but you don't have to. But if you're playing the game and you're in sports, man, it's things that people see, but then it's things that people don't pay attention to.
What you talking about when he was talking about? But I don't know if this is what he was talking about. But when he was talking about them back in the day playing against mailmans and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you talking about?
Yeah, he said something about that. That was
he was like they were playing against the mailmans and all that. They wasn't playing against like basketball.
Yeah, see, I didn't like that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying about.
But they were though, bro.
Nah, bro.
They were though, bro.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna tell you them fouls and feel like wasn't feeling like mailman though.
Nah, I ain't saying that, but bro, you like, man, bro,
listen,
they were.
But see, the game was half court then, man. So basically, when Jordan brought the game in, that pretty much put the situation where, you know, this man was going coast to coast a lot of the time. So it's no, I didn't agree with that though. Those guys played defense. Those guys they ran plays. You know what I mean? The game.
I mean, it was different back then.
It was different. You know what I mean?
But
I think he was actually they was more skillful then because everybody had skill sets.
I thought another player in the NBA said that, and then he backed that up. I was trying to think of who that was. I thought it was another player that said that.
But I kind of agree because I feel like Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain won't be doing none of that stuff right now.
Now, if you're talking back then yeah.
That's what he was talking about.
If you're talking right back then, yes, because the game was the league was just not coming up.
Like Wilt Chamberlain is 7 feet tall. These mailmans are like 5'5". Of course, you're gonna get 100 rebounds.
Yeah, okay, my bad. I give you that. I think
that's what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Me personally, though, man, you really can't even. You can't even. Let me kind of. I'll give him some of that. But at the same time, they was building the league, man. Those guys weren't getting paid the way they get paid now.
That's they were building it, so of course
they building it. You know what I'm saying? So he was kind of a little harsh about that.
Man. But like today's generation mixed with you know my Kobe back in the day generation, like the 90s and now, I think there's more talent in the NBA now. There is more talent in the NBA now. I don't think like if you would have put Kyrie Irving back then with Jordan and all that, Kyrie would be dominating. You know what I'm saying? Because like
he would be dominant.
Kyrie Irving would be dominant back in the 90s, bro. It's rougher. They probably clothesline him or hand check him and all that.
Hey, reason why I say that.
Gerald, you want me to break it down for you on that?
Break it down for him, man. Break it down for him.
We're gonna say Kyrie Irving, AI and all that too.
Break it down.
Okay, go ahead. Let me listen.
Well, okay, I'll agree. This is what I will agree with. Athletic wise, but the problem I have with that is IQ wise. I don't think these kids are anywhere near some of the like half of those guys back in the 90s, IQ wise. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a select few. Chris Paul, Kyrie, Ron. There are a select few, but 1 through 12, I don't know, man. Even shooting the ball, as much as it's been to the forefront the last 8 years, maybe 10, when they started changing how the game's played. Shooting wise, I think most of all those guys back in the day pretty much on all those teams could shoot the basketball. But just IQ wise and definitely defensive wise, I haven't seen anybody. I mean, the game, but the game's changed. Mm-hmm. It's changed. So I have a hard time believing. I don't think some of these guys, there's probably guys that you're looking at right now that I don't even think might have made NBA teams back in the 90s.
Yeah. It was too rough back then. But I feel like I'm trying to like picture myself like a Kevin Durant in 1990. And I understand like he has to be tough like that in the 90s, but can you just imagine like a 7-foot person? Like the first person we ever seen like that was Dirk, and that blew our mind.
But here's my rebuttal to that. Who is he playing against right now at that same position? Now, give me somebody that's a defensive stopper. Damn. He's really not. And don't get me wrong, dude.
Nah, you're right.
Guy is off the charts. But you step him into the realm of the 1990s, and he's having to match up with some people. I'm not saying he's not going to do things, but you're looking at a whole different realm of defense.
No, you're absolutely right. That's what I said. Physically, like they probably won't make it physically, but talent wise, they'll be seeing some shit like what, and like the move that Kyrie is shooting for half court with Steph Curry is unheard of back then. They'd have been like, what in the hell? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then come to the hole, you might get clothesline, and they're like, what in the hell? You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but I mean, I like the basketball I grew up watching. You know what I'm saying? But
see, defensively, man, those guys play help defense. They made
right
that paint. You ain't coming in there doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it was very few people like Jordan and Dominique and those guys, high impact players. You know, it was a lot of fear that was going on with that too, obviously, right? Because you ain't never want to be a poster when you playing against Mike. But the smaller guards that was really doing their thing back then was Isaiah Thomas. Because he was a dog, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Isaiah. Which one? Zeke, right?
Yeah. So, John Stockton, he was a pit bull. You know what I mean? You had a lot of, and people sleep on Mark Price, man. Mark Price was very good, man.
Nah, man, Mark Price was the truth, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then just to sit back and just look at Larry Bird. I had just a super extra appreciation for that guy's game, man. The man was wet. He was a moving wet paper towel, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't take no shit either.
Yeah.
And he's about as close as you could come to looking like a plumber.
Yeah, for real.
Look what that plumber was doing.
Yeah, and Joker looked like a Joker looked like Joker looked like a lumberjack.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people shit on the 90s and stuff like that. And
that's
I got my boy on here right now, Lucky Low. He really man.
I ain't shit on the 90s.
He's a I'm a LeBron fan too though, but at the same time, we know LeBron could have made it in the league, back then.
He had the physicality for it.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And Giannis too.
Yeah. Giannis, yeah.
And MB. Joker probably could have too.
Joker would have been another. I put it like this here.
He's like a Kevin McHale.
Yeah, he like a Kevin McHale, Jack Sigma, like a Jack Sigma, Kevin McHale. Yeah,
he's probably more offensive skilled. Kevin McHale was always around the basket. He's not as offensive threat.
Yeah, big country.
There's another big guy.
He would have been another Greg Kite.
Yeah.
Greg Kite.
Yeah, big country would have been another big Greg Kite. Greg Ostertag, like.
Yeah, Greg Ostertag. Jordan done banged on his
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't for Jordan, Utah would have won a couple NBA championships. But John Stockton would have been sitting with a couple rings on his hand. But
that boy was bad. Boy.
But now, nobody ate on Mike's watch. Now you go over in LeBron's era, there were some people that ate on his watch. So that's the difference I say in that argument right there.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm a LeBron fan, man. But a lot of people ate on his watch, man. A lot of people
spend it any other way.
And Jordan, not to forget, Jordan retired for 2 years, so that took away from his points, took away from his championships,
and still came back.
And still came back and three-peated.
So you can't spend it any other way.
Have you been hearing with Vernon Maxwell and all the guys from Houston talking? That's crazy.
That. Vernon Maxwell was a dog too. He was a dog.
They talking crazy, bro.
What they talking about?
He said Mike when it got, they had facts on the fact that that was like one of the couple teams that was beating on Chicago Bulls, the Dream, Houston, San Antonio would get them, because San Antonio was well rounded, they was well coached. What 73-9, 73-9,
right?
The only teams they really, they most of their losses came from the West Coast.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The East was easy back then.
Yeah,
the East was always easy.
No, they made the East look easy, man. The East was a beast back then. The East was a beast, man. It wasn't no easy games like that unless you played against Washington Wizards, Washington Bullets, and then who else? Charlotte Hornets or something like that.
Yeah, you're right, because they had like Reggie Miller.
Shoot, that top six, top seven, man. That was hell.
And then New York's team, they're one of the better defensive teams ever. New York.
I still haven't seen a team like the Patrick Ewing days yet for New York.
Yeah, man.
I haven't.
Who?
For like the Patrick Ewing days. Like,
man.
I haven't seen a team.
Man, shoot, man.
I haven't seen a team yet.
Top to bottom, they were all the way to the bench, man. They had Herb Williams coming in there putting that hammer on people, man.
That's how you know how raw Jordan was.
Yeah.
Because he was beating. I ain't saying LeBron ain't beat Hall of Famers, but like these teams was different. They were low bridging, clothesline, and punching. Blood was drawn, and you still had to get to that, bro.
You remember when they brought Xavier McDaniel into the Knicks?
Oh my God, X-Man, bro.
X-Man. They brought him in just to try to stop Jordan.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Xavier McDaniel and Anthony Mason.
And Anthony Mason. Anthony Mason. Well, Anthony Mason was that digger though. He was that digger though, dog.
And Derek Harper. Derek Harper was a little tough dude.
Derek Harper. Yeah.
Derek Harper.
I think he came to New York a couple years too late.
And
he was at Dallas.
D Harp was a little older when he was with the Knicks.
He was a little older. He was a little long in the tooth. And like the last 2 years, that was his last. He was out. D
Harp's from Florida. If y'all don't know.
Yeah, he's from Palm Beach.
He's from South Florida.
So what y'all think about the NBA today?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to look at sometimes, man. Let's look at the marquee teams.
For me,
you look at two teams that ain't really doing that, man. It's like.
I remember the NBA used to have me locked in when it was on TV. Now I don't care if I miss a game or not.
Yeah.
Because think about it, guys. When Jordan played, it was like must-see TV. I couldn't miss. You want to run in and turn on your television to WGN every night. Every night.
You don't even mention Chicago. You be like, what you about to do? About to go watch Jordan and them?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then don't let them get in the playoffs because then it got really crazy. You're like, man, what's this guy going to do next?
Remember when they used to be like, how many points Jordan had, man? He had like 27. Dang, man, he had a bad game.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
And they got the intro where they shut the lights off and they get the bull there with the spotlight and they play that music.
Jordan was that dude. Jordan was that dude, man. But my dude was Kobe, man. Kobe was just. That was just my dude, bro.
Yeah, man, Kobe. I gotta, like I was telling my man, I got a better appreciation for him. Later in his career, always understood the fact that he got what he got from Jordan, but I just didn't really went all the way down with the fact that I'm just gonna go and just be a carbon copy of somebody. We always take from others to add to our game, but it just annoyed me at times that come on, bro. It's like, and then you got people saying he better than Jordan. I'm like, how you gonna be better than the person that made it for you? You know what I'm saying?
Kobe had his way.
Better than the person that made it for me. I like me being better than my daddy. You know what I mean? It's like,
you could be better than your daddy. You know that though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Couldn't be better than my daddy, but I'm not trying to go out to say I'm going out to be better.
No. But what I'm saying is that
if your dad was a plumber.
My dad's a plumber.
You know what? Y'all know where that came from? Y'all know where that came from? That was the Bob Cousy. They were talking about Bob Cousy. Used to play for
they
Boston
were talking about Bob Cousy.
him being a
J.J.
plumber?
Redick. Somebody saying that about Bob Cousy, and that's when J.J. Redick. I remember now. It had to do with Bob Cousy, the Hall of Fame
Bob
guy.
Cousy slapped back. He slapped back too, bro.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He
slapped back.
Right before he died, right?
Yeah.
Died,
I don't know if he's
right
dead or he's still alive.
Wait. No, Jerry West. Right before Jerry West died.
Oh, Jerry West.
He snapped.
Jerry West is raw, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. But he snapped on J.J. Redick before he died. Like a week before he died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. But Kobe, man. Like,
man, you the truth now. You the truth.
Like, but my whole thing, like, who didn't grow up trying to mimic their favorite basketball player? Even though Kobe's was magic, but like, if they're already telling me I already got a game like Jordan, why not go study him?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying. I guess you. That's like, okay. I'll put it like this. I feel like
Anthony Edwards don't play like Jordan.
Similarities, but not like how Kobe played like.
No, it's not like Kobe though.
No, it ain't like Kobe though.
No,
Kobe, and the man said he even stole all his moves and everything. So it's like, I like the you know, I always liked this game. I just didn't like the attitude where it's like, you know, because you know you get accused of being the one thing about a basketball player, you don't want to be accused of being a ball hog.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're good, you know what I'm saying? And then people depend on you to get shots, right? To win the game and all that. And then when it doesn't go their way, now you're a ball hog.
Okay.
I kind of think the game's like that today. It's played like that a little bit. Like the offense is totally going through one or two people most of the time. They shoot most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. It's just different. I don't know.
But remember
everybody got utilized back in the days, man.
Remember that one game where they kept on calling Kobe a ball hog, and he was like, and then the second half, he didn't shoot the ball not one time the whole game, and they lost. And then he was like, "You see why I don't pass the ball?" Yeah,
I mean, I get it that he proved the point, but then what he did too, he laid down in that finish that finish series.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can't do that and then go lay down on your guys because things ain't going right for you. You know, because they was up in that series at one point. They was up in the series, and Phoenix came and closed them out.
Man,
but that's a same thing that happened to Pippen without Jordan in that one year, even in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's when he had Tony Kukoc on him. I think he was being jealous that Tony Kukoc was taking the last shot or something like that.
Yeah. And then
everybody know they was gonna go to
Ron Harper.
Everybody know in the gym they were gonna go to Pip.
Mm-hmm.
So
but Tony Kukoc banged that joint.
Yeah, he banged it, man. It's like you got to get that man. You got to get that man the props. But that just let you know, man, how the disdain and how people can be on the same team. That's why that Bulls team is an all-time great team, because that man had to, you know, put all those egos together, man, and for one goal, that's winning.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't care. You don't have to hang out. You don't have to eat dinner. You don't even have to go do nothing. But when we on this court, we're a family.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go to war. We going to war for each other. You know what I mean? So in today's game, it ain't like that. Look at the Wizards, man. Just as an example, you get one guy that was at a team that really they put him in a position to get off and do his thing, right? Now he go to the team to go be the man, just like same situation with Kyrie. Mm-hmm. Everybody's saying, well, wait till he get from around, you know, LeBron, and he'll be able to run his team, and then he'll get another chip. Those two guys needed each other to get that chip.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
But you see, he can't do it with KD.
Can't do it with KD. He didn't do it with KD, and he ain't doing it with.
But you know what's too? That also goes with the leadership and the IQ of LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
for sure.
KD don't have that. KD is a scorer.
Yeah,
he's a scorer. He gets paid to score. LeBron gets paid to do what LeBron. LeBron gets paid to be the quarterback, the running back, and the receiver.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
I love KD, but I wouldn't bet my money on him to lead a team to a championship.
No, all day LeBron.
Yeah.
And to be real, right? I know this might sound crazy, but with leadership and with players, I feel like he led the team better than Jordan did to the finals, like as far as leadership. You know what I'm saying? Jordan was just raw. But with pure leadership and making everybody feel equal or some type of thing, LeBron has that, bro. LeBron, I call him Tom Brady. He made all-stars out of nobodies.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But the drawback to that too, right? He got a lot of players that he needed in that where they was the man or either their second option on their teams. They get on LeBron team and they got to change their game according to how LeBron wants you to play.
Yeah, even D Wade did that.
Yeah, but it didn't change his game to the point where he turned from not being a number one option. You feel me?
No.
You got Kevin Love. I mean, Kevin Love before he got there, he was a double-double.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he shot threes, but that wasn't a situation where you just designate to shoot threes because you got guys on the team that's specialists like that. So you would think, and then from that point when LeBron left, his game never changed back.
Mm-hmm.
So he just went ahead and said, you know what, I'm this type of player now. That's like the guy that was at the Magic, what his name, Rashard Lewis. He came in, like that slasher, pretty much like I can kind of just say Rashard at that one time. He was pretty much like Durant.
Yeah.
I'm saying
long and Lincoln too.
Getting where he get to his spots, dunking on people.
Yeah, he was a Durant before Durant,
and then he got to the point, man. He fell in love with that jump shot, man. And they tell you as a big man, and that's when the start of that stretch 4 started coming out.
He dealt with some injuries too. I think he had some knee issues, and then he had to adapt to
all that money.
Now.
He got comfortable with all that money the Magic gave him. But
man, you go to the Magic, man. That's club fed, man.
But that was a perfect fit though for him. How they had him set up in the Magic with Dwight Howard in the middle, Turkoglu on the other side. I mean, that was perfect.
Man, Dwight could have been another Shaq, or even
Dwight was a beast.
He was more athletic than Shaq.
Oh
yeah,
man. And without injuries, Embiid could have been the best big man ever.
Mm-hmm.
If he could,
with his skill set, he
could have been the best. You got to win a championship, but as far as statistically and skill wise.
He's another one that I think settles for the shot outside way too much.
He can't move. He can't really, man.
He go downstairs. I ain't seen nobody.
He playing on borrowed legs, man. He can't stay up. I can tell
you this: Charles Barkley isn't a big fan of him. Charles Barkley he don't understand. I guess. Old Charles, Charles don't like all these guys sitting out. That's what drives him crazy.
But I agree with that, bro. You hear the ball.
Yeah.
You hear the ball. If I give you $200 million, I need you at practice. I need you in the game, and I need you 82 games if you could, plus the playoffs. I need you in there. You know what I'm saying?
Charles speaks a lot of truth on the game today. He does, man. I love Charles Barkley.
But that was Charles all day, every day, though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but
even on the last days of Charles' career, man, the man played.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. That's when he was on Houston, right?
Yeah, he was looking like an old man with a cane out there, though. But he played, man.
He's another one that might have got a ring without Jordan, but he didn't get a ring because Jordan was there.
And then you got this half a superstar quad. Like I ain't never seen a superstar on his magnitude like sit out like this. Kawhi Leonard. Like never, bro. Like I understand what the older OGs is talking about. Like, sitting out the games and nah, man. You here to play ball, man.
Load management.
Yeah,
everything's called load management.
You here to play ball, man.
Yeah, they ran with that. They ran with that narrative for a long time, man. And it's like, now you hurt. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it, you gotta understand, even though these guys getting paid all this money, they really can't say what's going on. They really can't say how they really feeling about the situation. You know what I mean?
It always comes out once they retire.
Yeah.
And this, that, and third.
You know, you think them guys be want to sit out there when they get blowed out and want to sit on that podium and get them dumb questions asked to them.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? You think they really want to do that?
Nah,
and then really what you're saying, what you really want to ask is why you not, well, basically, man, we paying this team paying you all this money, man, and you ain't playing. Okay, first of all, you don't know what's going on. Hey, it's out there that I'm injured, based on playing injured. They're not gonna say that, but everybody knows that. You playing 82 games, 41 games home, 41 games away, and you got to ride on them planes and stuff like that, man. And then you're not really practicing, especially when you're away. You're not really practicing everything, walkthroughs and looking at tape, shoot arounds. You know what I'm saying? So when you get home, you pretty much got time, especially when you got a week. You know, you might have a week at home. Say you got them 2 weeks at home, you're gonna get some practices in. You know what I mean? And then you're gonna get your little extra time that you got to do, you know, for his recovery and stuff like that. But man, that's it's a grueling schedule, man. But it's stuff that you get from it. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of those guys, what's called they love for the game goes away, man. Because if first of all, if you're not really playing, you know, you're sulking about that. And then you feel like you're better than certain people because a lot of those guys are getting a lot of work in practice. They working the rain up in practice. They working. That's the stories that you don't ever hear. You see what I'm saying? So now you go up there, somebody telling you, hey, man, go over there in the corner. Man, this is what I need you to do. And you thinking like, okay, I'm not making as much money as you, but damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's a lot of stuff that don't be told, man. And, you know, that's why I'm glad that these professionals got the platforms to talk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I love Gilbert Arenas because he definitely tells it. Yeah. I don't know if he from his perspective, he don't hold back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it definitely, but we don't know. We just know that they get paid.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of stuff that come with that because when I used to hang with Percy Harvin, he showed me his contract, and that comes with stuff. Yo, he wasn't even allowed to ride a motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't allowed to do a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, if you give me $200 million, okay, I'm not going out. I'm in that gym.
Yeah, I mean, you know that should be really like LeBron. You know, LeBron is the prototype for that. He's the perfect example. The man spending $1 million or close to $2 million a year on his body. You know what I'm saying? He should he doing what he's doing. Well, how is he playing 20-something years? Man, that man taking care of his body. The man he adding extra years. I mean, you know, adding years. He adds in hours.
And not to mention, and another note too, LeBron came into the league as a family man, and he stuck by that. So all that going out and hanging out, and you know, I got kids at home. I got Bronny, Bryce, and the girl. I got my wife at home. So LeBron also has structure. You know what I'm saying? When he came into the league, a lot of these guys they're single and they chasing the Instagram chicks, and James Harden want to hang with the rappers and LeBron is in the gym. LeBron is with his wife. LeBron is getting that rest. LeBron is getting sleep. LeBron is eating right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, not saying none of them ain't doing that, but you get what I'm saying. You know?
Yeah. I mean, shit, it's kind of like the opposite of what Jordan was. That's why it makes him like the ultimate athlete. The man was, you know, he definitely had his hands on him, man. You know, he can go and go golf, go do 36 holes of golf. And 2 hours later, he out there scoring 30, 40 points on you. You know what I mean? It's just some stuff that just come easy to people, man. And it's like people don't be understanding that. It's like, well, how does it come easy to you? Hey, I can't take that up with God. If somebody be asking me like, man, why you always looking like you mean? I say, man, take that up with God, bro. He made me like this. You know what I mean? You want me to walk around with a smile on my face all day? You know, it's like, tell me a joke. You know what I mean? You feel me? It's like, it's irritating, bro. It's irritating. I swear to God, bro. So it's like, you know what?
God took his time with certain people, man.
Yeah.
But I think he gave everybody that light. It's just a lot of us got to find it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Could you imagine how good Allen Iverson would be if he had the work ethic like Kobe Bryant?
Oh, I mean, God.
Shit, the height.
And as good as he was, how good he would be, because you know you hear those stories of him talking to Kobe. He go visit him in LA, and you know, I'm going to the club, and Kobe's looking at him like, I'm getting ready to go to the gym, dude. And, you know, Allen's looking at him like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. He goes, that's what I'm doing. You know, I can imagine, you know, I love Allen Iverson's game. Yeah. I mean, I always did, you know, because he was such a dog. But he's always said, you know, if I would have worked, you know, how much better I would have been, you know. Yeah. And if he would have had a couple more inches on his body.
Yeah, I mean, that was the Kyrie. That was the Kyrie before Kyrie. But
you better believe it.
Can you just imagine that Kyrie was Kobe's height?
Yeah.
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 Exactly.
Yeah.
That is like
crazy. How long were you in Lancaster? How long did you grow up in Lancaster?
25 years.
So in Lancaster, did y'all have like a hometown like hero or like basketball player that you knew of that was really good that didn't make it out or?
Yeah.
How many?
A lot.
Hey, I'm laughing because he set you up right now. And like you do with everybody else, man. We'll tell the story after you ask this question. Go ahead.
Yeah. So who's the best player that you've ever seen with your own eyes?
Coming from my neighborhood?
Anywhere.
Anywhere. With my own 2 eyes.
I mean, it don't have to be pro. I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. You know. There was a guy named Sylvester Gray.
Okay.
They call him Vet. He played against Kobe too. There's a couple of them, man. But yeah, Sylvester Gray.
Where was he from? Lancaster?
Yeah, he should have been in the pros. He should have been up there.
What was his story? What happened to him?
Man, what was his story? I don't want to say the wrong thing on social media, but I know it was something with our high school that the story that I heard, they got in trouble before. They were like taking all the D1 scholarships and putting them in a drawer and sending them to certain D2 schools and stuff. I remember our school getting in trouble like that. But then I think it was drugs too. Drugs got a hold of them. I don't know
right.
for sure.
Okay.
You know but what was the setup?
Yeah, we we got another co-host, right? And we asked him the same question, and he had brought somebody on that is from his hometown in Tallahassee.
Mm-hmm.
So we say, well, hey, ask the same question, and man, they was stumped, bro. We was like, you mean tell me you don't have nobody in the hood around that area that you can't say that was your like we got Johnny Benjamin,
right,
and that was just unanimous, right?
Like next to Black Jesus. Johnny Benjamin.
Yeah, but see,
I'll say that till I'm in the ground.
With the bull Vet, he was like an all-around athlete. Like he had scholarships and like track, football. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he, like a lot of us looked up, like, damn man, Vet's that dude. But Vet ain't go nowhere, bro. Vet's right back in the hood, probably getting a haircut tomorrow. You know what I mean? But yeah, Vet. I say Vet. It was a lot of cops. Tony Jefferson. Bro, the best point guard I ever seen that never made it. I didn't even know he played ball until I seen him play. Is a guy named Eric Dean. Like the dude was like back then like a Jason Kidd, bro. Like what happened to you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of them stories, man.
Yeah. See, we got a couple guys. Like I said, we got a guy in the chat right now that I played against. Actually, me and him was on the front page of the sport of Atlanta something.
Mm-hmm.
When I was playing for Wymore, he was playing for Jones. His name is Lorenzo Hollinger, but they call him Greedy Man. He got Lucky Low. He called himself Lucky Low in the Facebook chat. But he was one of those guys. He was a hot pocket, you know what I'm saying? But he played. You talking about a general that can handle the ball. You ain't gonna steal it from him. But he had that passion, his passing abilities, the playmaking abilities that he had. It was like Magic Johnson, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I swear it was like Magic Johnson, bro. And it's like, he had defense too. He was a real-rounded player. It's at the same time, not everybody, even myself. I was blessed with a little bit of height. I was blessed with some athleticism, But we always say, damn, wish if this person was this height, or if they would have had this and that. But he pretty much got the same story as you. He was out there doing what he needed to do, and finally, came and said, listen, man, it get to a point where it's like a person, you don't want to be it's okay to be a hoop legend, but at the same time, people don't solidify you unless you played sports in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And we used to, we used to always talk about that, so that's why I'm doing the podcast too, because it's a lot of people out here do need their flowers. It's a lot of people gave me good work that put me in the position that I was in. You know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of times people don't want to talk about those people. They kind of like the forgotten ones. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the ones that played, and either something happened to him for his injury wise, like right now, Patrick Gordon, he was one of our guys, played at Oak Ridge, basic and fly, he had wings, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you get to a point where somebody, you got a ailment, something's wrong with his hip, and that halted his career. Now, I don't want to go too much into that, but he's definitely a guy could have been to the league. And we'll say, yeah, he could have went to the league. And that's kind of like a cliche sometimes, but when a person got that game, and if they got the right direction, all you need to just get in there, and they gonna take off. That's like Sean Kemp. Kemp had a whole lot of stuff going on with him, man. Everything was crashing around him, but all he needed was that 1 year. JUCO. He wasn't. Sometimes college is not for guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? Definitely, and that was one for me. It just was never for me. You know what I mean? So I wound up getting my opportunity, in the mud, and wound up fulfilling the dream of mine that I always said I wanted to be a basketball player, professional basketball player, and I wanted to be married with my kids, be married and have my kids. You know what I'm saying? I accomplished those two goals. So when I tell these kids, man, you can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish, but you got to have a plan. You got to stick to that, because a lot of times you get off that plan and off that lane or that road. You got to find other ways to get back on that road.
I know on that. Boy.
And then sometimes you might not be able to get back on the same road, so you might have to pave another one. As long as it's going forward, man, you're good. But don't be, and sometimes you might have to step backwards. I feel like when you step backwards to look at the plan, you're looking at the plan as a whole. Now you're seeing it, because if you're going 100 miles an hour, you're gonna miss some things. So sometimes just slow yourself down and look back. Just get in the back seat. Get in the back seat. You ain't got to be in the front all the time. You feel me? So I tell kids that, man, and I had to tell myself that, and then I had a lot of people telling me that at the same time. So I can't say that I didn't have the guidance, or I didn't have people putting it in my ear. You put whatever someone put in your ear is your choice to do what you're gonna do with it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Life's about choices.
Yeah, and I made some bad choices. I feel like I can kind of pinpoint when I did something fucked up or I did some bullshit. Probably, I ain't know I did that. Yes, you did. You know what you did. You know what I mean? You just, like you said. Hey man, a lot of this stuff, man, people be embarrassed to admit it.
Yeah, it's always a chapter in your life you don't want to read out loud.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
is Greedy Man still in the chat?
He's still in the chat over there. I don't know. You say he's still
Ask him. Are you able to ask him on your side something?
No, he on the Facebook side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask you to ask him who he thinks the best player he's ever seen.
Well, he's on. If he's on, he'll answer. If he's still on.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
but with that being said, man, I want to just say to the people that's watching, man, I appreciate y'all being on. This definitely has been an informative show. We definitely, this ain't gonna be the last time my man gonna be on. And anytime you want to come back on, bro, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? I want to get with you on some promotion and stuff like that. So you want to promote on the show?
Yeah, let's do this. And to mention though, I'm getting a warehouse. So I'm getting a warehouse. I just don't know what to do with it yet. But I couldn't pass by it on it. You know what I'm saying, for the price. So trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a warehouse on
Sit down and
4th.
talk, bro. Hey, actually, we'll talk. I'm gonna talk to you after when I get off, man, cause I got an idea, bro.
All right, man. Let's run it, man. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Nice meeting
Well,
you
that
too,
that
bro.
didn't take very long. See, it's already sold.
Yeah, you know, you said take my own advice, right?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Hey, Jay moved quick, boy.
Hey,
You gotta watch him, man.
Hey,
All
but
right, man,
please like, subscribe,
Mm-hmm.
and hit that notification bell, man. We trying to get this thing up, and also I'm gonna be putting out shows for the high schools, man. The different high schools that's in Orlando, the old, the new, and the present, man. You know, because like I said, we got to get this out. That you know, people brought a lot to the game, and like I said, people need their flowers, man. We got a lot of, you know, we're gonna have kids watching this. Even though we gonna talk real all day, every day, but at the same time, if you got them weak ears and you got that weak personality, you can't deal with a high person talk. It might not be the podcast for you. You know what I mean? But it's all love at the same time. All love and respect. So, with that being said,
and all you adult men, listen to your own advice.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So last word, my guy.
Yeah, listen to your own advice.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to help my brother.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, man, I
man.
enjoyed it.
It was
man.
good. We had
Appreciate
fun,
you.
man.
Yeah.
We definitely would love to have you
definitely.
back on. And if you know anybody that could benefit from what we're doing, man, hit Jay up and we'll get them on.
Man, I know a lot of people, man. I definitely.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, man, listen.
Because listen. At the end of the day, for me, and what we're doing here, we've only been doing it a couple. What, Jay? What are we on? Month 2?
We're on month 3 now.
But episode what?
Episode 20.
You know,
look, hey man, hey, you got the top number, man.
Yeah, we're right at the bottom. We're starting at the bottom. We're gonna work our way up.
Hey, man, it's like boxing rank, man. You got to start from the showroom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
sir.
like hey, listen, like Mike said, man, everybody has a plan till you get hit in the mouth.
Yeah, fine. Hey, before we leave, who you think gonna take that?
Who
you think gonna take that fight?
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
I think Paul's gonna win just over it because Tyson's like, just pay me. Like,
man,
I think
been knock that man out, man. That man,
I don't know.
Been knocked out.
Real quick. In Tyson's prime, if you got Tyson past 5 rounds, you had an opportunity to win the fight, right?
No, I don't even think Jake Paul would take that fight.
Past his prime. Past his prime.
No, yeah. I'm saying, but no, he never went past that, so we never knew. But the first person that took him past that, they had an opportunity to win. He's like 60 years old. He got to get past 3 rounds with a 28-year-old, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that man ain't gonna have it. That man ain't finna just stand up in front of Mike like that, bro.
Nah, but you see how they train, man. Look, I hope when I'm like 60, I could train like that.
Yeah. That's definitely inspiration, man.
Yes.
There's a video out right now of Mike watching Jake Paul. You can search it up, and I got to remember what they said because he looked into it was after one of his fights. I don't know who I don't follow the guy Jake Paul. I don't really. So he just fought somebody here, maybe his last fight, and he looked into the camera and he told Mike, "I love you, I respect you, but I'm coming here to take your whatever." You know, and it was a video of Mike Tyson sitting in a room watching it on television, and he had this little smirk. He had this laugh, man. He started laughing. I was like, that laugh right there. I was like, oh Lord.
It's the laugh.
Mike.
But he gonna prove a point, like, bro.
Mike looked into the camera and goes, well, see, he's a. How did he say it? He said that the social media has made this guy. He goes, and he looked back to the camera and he goes, I'm a natural born killer.
Yeah. He said he's a social media killer. The people made him a killer. He said,
goes,
I'm a natural born killer.
And he looked back at the camera and he goes, I'm a natural born killer. And he just
But
laughed.
even when Tyson fought Roy Jones was like, man, they had to put in contract that Tyson couldn't hit him. Yeah. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see though.
Oh,
It's coming up. But I seen that other fight though Saturday though. With Boots.
Yeah, man. He getting a lot of shit for it though, but I just think he trying to please the crowd, man. He want to go out there and slug. And you gotta.
He almost lost that fight.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have lost that fight. He won
he could have lost that
but he could have lost that fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I'm gonna sign out on this one. You know what I'm saying?
All right, bro.
JB, bro.
Yeah.
Again, anytime, bro. Hit me up.
I'm gonna jump in a little bit.
All right, bet that.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right, thanks, Brett, man. Nice meeting you, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for coming on, buddy. All right, Jay.
All right, bro.